Lost OG is what this is called. This is Gary Payton's weed, dog. Look at this
That's
shit.
that's crazy that he has his own weed brand. I didn't even know that.
His own weed pen too. Him and what's his name? E40 collaborated on it, I believe. It's called Lost OG. I'm like, did they tap into my brain?
That's funny.
I felt like, yo, should I change my rap name, nigga? What? I'm just playing, but
You gonna start over fresh?
bro, I went to the gas station earlier, right? And I wasn't gonna go to this gas station because the fucking, not to be racist or anything, but this is who they are. This older Indian couple. They treat me like shit, man. Like they treat a lot of people like shit when they go in there. But there's two black dudes that work there at opposite other times that are cool as fuck, right?
Hmm.
OG dudes, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't even gonna go to this gas station, and I went. And at the gas station, I pull up, and this dude was bumping a Wu Tang instrumental. I think it was Cream. And I was like, hey, that's that shit. He was on the other gas pump. I was like, that's that shit. Just because I had to say something because it was banging. You know what I'm saying? He got out of his car. I got out of my car. I was like, yo, that's that shit. He goes, yeah, I was just freestyling in the car. And, I just moved here. So I'm like, oh, you rhyme? I'm like, oh, shit, okay. So we had a fucking 15-minute conversation. I just followed him on Instagram. Funny thing is, he has a show here in Jeffersonville, Indiana, because, I'm across the bridge from Louisville. He has a show here March 30th. And I was like, damn it. I was like, bro, I got a show in Wisconsin. Damn it, But it's cool. We're gonna link, man. He lives like 3 blocks from me or 2 blocks.
I mean, we're not live yet. I'm just recording, but
Oh, well, still,
but
whatever.
but I know
But
you
that,
said
so this will be on the shit people see later.
if I use it. I mean,
Oh,
I don't have to. It
I
if
see what
any
you're saying. Okay,
if anything, it's like outtakes because like
I see.
a lot of the beginning that was on the live was not on the repost from the last episode. Like there's like 20 minutes like where we were clowning about Forrest Gump. Like that's it's on the live, but it ain't on the shit that I reposted.
I got you. I got you. I
We
forgot
literally
about
talked
that.
about Forrest Gump for like 10 minutes.
I can talk with Forrest Gump for 2 hours. What are you talking about? You know me. I love that. That's my favorite movie. I can talk about. I mean, literally, it's my number one favorite movie. I've seen it like 156 times. I don't even know how many times I've seen it. But there was
Yeah.
a time period where I would just throw it on and just let it play my whole life. Like it would just be over and over.
This meeting's being recorded. What the fuck?
We got you.
What's up, man? What's up? What's going on?
What's up? What's up? What's up, man?
What's good,
Chilling,
man? Nice
man.
to meet you, brother.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, man. What's your name? Ram.
Rambunctious is my MC name. Amram is my first name. I go by Ram.
No, Rambunctious. I've checked your music out before.
Oh, well, if you liked it or not, but I think
you, obviously, but yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. Appreciate it. Appreciate you listening.
Let me change your name on real quick. All right, so I got that. All right, I'm gonna press
show up, dog. Whenever we do this, my name don't show up.
Well, you must. Well,
I see his name on mine.
Your Zoom settings must be. You're talking about like your Rambunctious name. I just changed in the chat, but you come in as Amram's iPhone. I think it's because your Zoom settings.
Oh, okay.
You just gotta change what your name.
Oh, so y'all can see it, but I can't see mine.
How?
Yeah, I can see it.
You can't see your own name.
No, I can't see my own name.
Oh, you must not have. I don't think you have it.
I've never fucked with any of the settings, though. So yeah.
Do you only see when people talk, or do you see all of us at the same time?
I have a choice of seeing just me or you because you're the moderator, or I have a choice of seeing everybody, and then it does a little green square, but I don't see each person like that.
Oh, so I see everybody right now.
Me too. It doesn't, but the green square switches to where the viewer is.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Okay.
Yeah, I see everybody too, but when I actually hit the full screen button, the only thing that pops up is me and the person speaking. or the other like one other person. Right now,
we all have different shit. This is crazy.
See,
it
just switched over to you now. That's crazy. Well,
well, either or, the recording is your see us all is basically what.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you randomly pick your nose and you think you're not on screen, you're gonna be on screen anyway.
All right, shit. I'll pick my nose and wipe it on the screen. You think I get 2 fucks?
Hey,
I'll be like, yo, Pete, what I did, yo.
I accidentally get some college cheese up in there, so I might eat that shit today.
I picked the gray hair out my nose the other day. I should have waited till this goddamn podcast.
Hey, I've been trying to avoid those, man. Next thing you know, there's 1,000. You're like, yeah, I'm not going through 1,000 hairs, dog. Yeah, I'm not doing it.
We are Facebook friends, but I just started following you. But I just posted how I have like 2 gray hairs in my beard, my chin. But I found the third one ever in my nose, and I was like, oh no, that motherfucker gotta go. I can't. That's weird. I can't. I was like, this bitch gotta go soon. I didn't do it with my fingers though. I actually did use tweezers.
Yeah, Jesus Christ!
Well, sometimes the fingers, sometimes that's the only way.
I mean, unless you have tweezers.
Unless you got tweezers, yeah. I remember my mom used to set tweezers by the sink all the time, and I'd be like, "Man, that hurts. I ain't doing that again."
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I am civilized.
I gotta get my head right. Let me get some wax.
See. Damn, I should have went and bought that goddamn pen. I knew it. Shit.
Always, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, look, I got this Lost OG Gary Payton pen, and I didn't. Pestilence said it'll be on the minute.
All right.
So I didn't. It's running out. It's a little bit left, but I told Danku, I was like, man, I got like a half hour before the thing. I was debating whether I could run down and grab it real quick, but I didn't want to risk it. So
that's how you know. That's how you. It's like with these things too. You never know, but like I was like, okay, let me get everything ready. So I got it. Yeah. I know what I need.
And you got the wax. That means you about to be real silent in about 30 minutes into this bitch.
Oh, yeah. You don't know me. Yeah, you don't know me.
Oh, I don't. So maybe this shit's about to turn up in 20 minutes.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's times where I definitely smoke, and next thing you know, I ain't saying shit.
Yo, wax gets me like this.
Oh yeah, it's real drugs.
Looking at everybody in the room, like, can they tell how fucking high I am right now?
Yeah, like you got 3 conversations going, but you're the only one listening.
Yo, yeah, I ain't even talking either.
Oh man, I'm glad I finally put the person with the face, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Peace, man. What you think of my music? Please be honest. I'm curious. Did you listen to my music or me with Danku and them?
It was with you with Danku.
Oh, okay. Well, I already know it's fire then, because everything we don't done is fire. Cool.
Right. So I'm assuming that if I actually went to listen to your actual music, that it wouldn't all of a sudden change to auto-tune singy R&B bullshit.
No, I really sang. No. Woo, boy. Are we really about to get started on that?
Wait until
I feel about auto-tune.
We're waiting for.
I know. We gotta wait.
Bro, auto-tune and rapping over vocals on the same level to me, yo.
Man, shout out to Marcel P, baby. Yeah, man, that's my dude, man. We brought him to 2x2 here in Columbus.
I've never met him personally, but as far as Facebook, I feel like he's one of the greatest guys I've ever known.
Oh yeah,
that's the dude. That's the dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're both. They got that when it comes to like underground indie, rising, southern, boom bap, real fucking shit. Like Marcel and Alfred have it on lock.
I'm not familiar with Alfred. Am I
okay?
Who's
Alfred
who talking about?
That's like, dude. If you go on to Marcel's,
I think we're Facebook friends actually.
Facebook, he's all over. They're touring together right now. I think.
Is that his artist name as well?
Alfred Banks, yeah.
Alfred Banks, yep.
Okay,
all the same.
I've never met Alfred either, but I know who he is because of Marcel.
Yeah.
The name sounds familiar, right? But I don't know.
He's what I would call Alfred's more like chill. His whole aura and his personality is a little bit more soulful. It's not necessarily New York grimy. It's more kind of
like
that Most Def, kind of sound bombing kind of a thing. Like he's more chill.
Okay.
But it's the same.
Like
I mean, it's the same.
Like Umi Says type shit.
You said what?
Umi Says type shit.
Yeah. Real soulful, real chill. But when he speaks, kind of like Blueprint, kind of in a way, when he speaks, it's really direct. You can understand what he says, and it's kind of almost like a spoken poetic with music to me, but that's kind of my vibe on it. But
okay, well, shit. As soon as we get off here,
fuck with him. Fuck with Alfred.
Yeah.
Well, I think you're right about this episode. Actually, Ram, I'm probably gonna post. Like, we're not live right now, but I'm probably gonna post this whole intro part.
Oh,
on
we got
the,
you
on the repost. You know what I'm saying?
Why aren't we live yet?
Because I'm waiting for Pestilence to come in.
Yeah, are we wait? Who are we waiting for?
He said he was coming in here, right? Isn't that what he said?
Yeah, but we could go live and then.
All right, fuck it. I'm gonna go live right now. God damn.
Yeah.
Why?
We live already, son.
I see.
I mean, we're recording.
This is what I understand.
Yo, every time I get on these, I realize, God damn, I gotta say this shit off, man. I gotta go back. See, you don't know. I'm usually clean shaven, bald head, bald.
Oh shit.
And so, I mean, like all the time. This is very rare. And so I'm feeling real weird these days. You know what I'm saying?
All right. You gonna go back to shaving it or what?
It's a big debate. Big
debate, huh?
Yeah, I mean it's them same three people that talk when I wax.
Hey, so real quick, am I allowed to smoke on camera or should I not do that?
Do whatever, man.
That's
okay.
Fucking,
this is so this is just free. Like, we just free flow and go where we go.
Bro,
is what it
look,
is.
I'm the biggest culprit. I smoke, drank. If I did coke, I'd do that. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I do whatever I want.
A line
but I don't do coke. So
a line every now and then keeps the blood spinning. You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
I'm just talking shit. But
look, this is being recorded. I've never done it in my life. Never in my life.
I'm talking about dancing and line dancing. You know,
this fool say white line.
Bro, you gonna make me play the Royce Cocaine song? Stop.
Oh, that shit's heat though.
That's one of the illest songs.
That's why it's super dope. It's super cold.
Dude, it's like it almost makes you want to.
I don't do that.
Hey, so
what up, Pesto?
So this is CyphaDen Chat. We got everybody in the building. We got a special guest tonight, Grant Gatsby, in the house, Columbus, Ohio. My name's Tayamu Denku. That's the homie Rambunctious. That's Pestilence. Why did it change Ram?
I seen that shit.
What the fuck? Hold on, man. It changed hold on, let me change it. What the fuck?
I got mind tricks over Zoom.
That was weird. But hey, that fucking
what happened? Tell me what happened.
I've never met Pestilence before, but that mask that you got rocking right now, Pest, is fucking sick.
Thank you, brother.
That's the custom. That's the custom.
When I first met Pesto, the first thing when I say Pesto, I said, "What the fuck is up with your mask?" I ain't even asking who. I was like, "Oh, what the fuck is up with the mask?"
What do they call that? It's what they call that, like a cyberpunk or
plague mask, right? Plague mask.
Yeah, Doctors of Pavilion Island.
What?
Yeah, that's dope.
That's dope. Epstein Island.
The Doctors of Pavilion Island.
I'm honestly not. I'm not familiar with what that is.
That's like the old timey plague doctors. That's where this mask originated.
No, I know that, but is that where they sent people who had the plague?
Yeah.
To like isolate them or whatever.
I don't know if that's why it was there, but that's where this mask originated.
I bet you it's the same place as Epstein Island. I'm just making up.
He's like, I bet it is.
And this episode will not be allowed on YouTube.
Hi. Oh, fuck. You're right. You might be right, actually. Shit.
It was nice
Well-
knowing you guys.
Well, then let's take these next couple minutes to get all of them out of the way.
Well, Epstein's dead. Isn't Epstein dead now?
I
I
don't
mean,
even.
maybe.
I don't.
Well, right,
even know.
right. Maybe he
Maybe.
got killed in prison. Maybe he didn't. I don't know.
I've never heard of 9 cameras being turned off and someone strangling themselves in prison.
Thank
So,
you.
You tell me.
Miracles, man. It happened.
He said,
Oh boy.
So let me
welcome to CyphaDen.
yes. So let me start with this actually, because I was thinking about how to start and where we were gonna go direction wise. And this is the thing. So Grant, I actually knew who you were before I met you. Illogic had mentioned who you were to me in 2016 when I went on tour with Ram, actually.
Oh man, that was fun. Was
and-
that yeah, go ahead.
And we
I remember that,
played
yes.
Big Room Bar. Is that what it was called? No, Big.
I don't think so.
What? There's
2016. I don't think it would have been Big Room Bar.
Elephant
there was a
Room?
spot.
No.
There was a spot that we played in Columbus,
What was that?
but you were the first person that I was suggested to hit up, but I didn't know you like that, so I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to
No
be the
shit.
dude. Yeah, I didn't want to be the dude to just hit somebody I never spoke to, and ask them, "Hey, you think you can help out with a show?" But we ended up getting
I
a spot
get it.
booked. We ended up getting a spot booked, and yeah, that's how I first heard of you. And I think the first time I met you in the physical was 2x2 Fest.
Yes, that is true, and I remember that shit. And that would have been the second or third one, I think. The middle. The middle.
That was 2019. 2019.
Yeah, it was. Which was that was the last year. That was the last one.
Yeah.
That was with
Evidence.
Elzai
Evidence.
and Evidence.
Nice.
So
Nice.
2000. Back to your story though, which I 2016. Okay, now Illogic booked the show.
No.
No.
I don't even remember.
You actually.
I think we got recommended to a spot. I hit the spot, or either that or somebody else that we knew in Columbus helped book it, and it was. I really think it was Big Room, man. I really think it was.
And that was 8 years ago. I'm tripping on that
See,
right now. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure I almost put my finger on it that like at that time during the Big Room at that time there wasn't hip hop. There wasn't really hip hop before I showed up there. And there was occasional shows like random shit, but it wasn't like, I mean, it could have been, but 2016, what I'm telling, like 2016, it was like Double Happiness, Ace of Cups, Scully's is a little bit bigger, so that might not have been that. Brothers Drake.
No, I really think
None of
it
those
was
sound
Big-
familiar.
I really think it was Big Room, bro.
Okay, let me pick your brain
think
more.
it
Then.
was.
Who was it? Your guys' tour? Who headlined it? You guys?
No, you know who it was, Ram? It's the dude that we don't talk to no more, that we had gotten into it with,
Here we
Yo.
go.
Yo, it was the dude that we don't talk to no more that we got into it with because we didn't put him on Pick Apart the Passion.
I remember Pick Apart the Passion.
The dude the dude that Zach defended. I don't
Zach.
remember his name.
The bitch Zach that I don't talk to no more.
Yes, that one.
Y'all killing me over here. Because
Yeah,
I
don't give a
know,
fuck.
like, I'm not
Fuck you if you
nobody,
see
but
this,
I know
Zach. Zach,
Columbus.
if you see this, fuck you, cuz. Anyway,
Zach who?
I'm not gonna get into that because that's legal shit.
that-
From
that's-
Columbus?
No. His name's not Zach. He's from here.
It's Zach's in Columbus.
No,
Don't come back.
no, Zach from Columbus. This is not
Nah.
about you, whoever Zach from
Nah.
Columbus is. This is
That don't
about
matter.
this-
That
this
dude
just
don't
a-
matter.
this is just a dude that used to be on Pick Apart the Passion early on, but there was something that had happened. You know what I'm talking about?
That's
don't
when
know
we
his-
had the full-fledged argument, but
Yes,
I can't
but
remember.
I don't
who
remember
it
his
was.
name. I don't remember his name, but
Oh,
literally,
you guys got to tell me. I guarantee you I know him.
You do
I
know
know.
him. You definitely know who it is, and I
Who
can't
was
think of
it?
his
A
name. But
booking
that's
agent, an artist,
No.
a venue owner.
artist.
Artist.
And at the time,
Oh, right. Okay, so here starts the bad part of the story. No offense, guys, but if you're not doing more than just emceeing or rapping or performing, which you should be able to do what I do and kick me out of this. You know what I'm saying? Like an artist should be able to do and be skilled at everything, every single platform of the game. And if you're
Right.
not, you're failing, in my opinion. At some point,
Wait. If you cut out, if you're not your, if you're not your what?
you're failing. You're failing.
Wait. Slow down, because this is a hot take, right? If you're not DJing, producing, everything.
If you're an artist, if you're a performing artist, if you're an
Right.
MC, performing artist, talking about rappers, whatever, if you're an MC, performing artist, and you're not doing multiple other paths of the industry, promotion, marketing, booking, contracting, licensing,
Okay.
Building with people in general, learning your community, any of these things in business, not just being on the microphone, on stage, and in the booth. If you're not doing that, you're failing.
Got it.
I agree with it. I mean,
Agreed. Yes. I was confused. I I was like, damn, I got to tackle all the elements.
yeah, you
No, and that doesn't mean that you got to book 100 shows a year or
No, I totally know what you mean.
25 shows a year like I do, just like I don't rap at all. You know what I'm saying? But if you're in the industry of an entrepreneur and a passion, like a craft like hip hop and music, you know you're failing if you don't know multiple facets and you aren't at least involved in it. Like right now, any of y'all should be able to be hired right now to put on a couple shows for somebody coming in, right? And then trade some shows, do it outside of town. You know the game. Y'all should be able to do that. An artist should be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But anyways, what I was saying,
I think we've all put on shows and etc.
yeah, you got to know stuff like that. You know,
which that was going to lead me.
That's
in.
funny. Yeah.
I really wanted to know, Grant.
Okay.
What is your worst experience being a promoter? What's your worst experience promoting shows? I want to know your worst experience.
Top tier artist or indie local underground?
Whatever you think is
give
the
us
worst.
two.
Actually, give us both. Give us both. I want to know both.
Okay.
Damn.
Actually, both of them are actually the same subject matter, which is weird because it just clicked in my head. I had never actually put the two together, but they are. Professionalism is a big key. So the biggest thing, the biggest fail that I ever saw, or whatever, crazy shit as far as top tier was Ghostface Killah. Now, Wu-Tang, you know what I'm saying? I love you. I love Wu-Tang.
That's my favorite Wu-Tang dude.
He's one of the greatest lyricists in the crew. No one can argue that. But I saw the worst shit happen. And it wasn't Raekwon drunk, and I've booked and seen Raekwon multiple times drunk. And he still sometimes kills it most of the time. Ghostface, I couldn't really tell. And anyways, long story short, Scully's, he was booking. I was there early. Soundman's doing his thing. Shout out to Scully. Shout out to Chris. And he set it all up and it sounded good. I'm watching the boards. I can't do it, but I know what to look for. My ears, my eyes, I know what needs to be done. I know what needs to hear to be right. So he's bullshitting with the board. He gets it perfect. As the show starts and Ghostface gets on there, he gets all pissed off because he thinks it's bad now. Well, it's bad now because you're cuffing the mic like a dumbass, all right? And you're walking up to the floor speakers and not understanding the balance of the speakers. And if you weren't coming up to the speakers when you were doing your set and practicing, the sound man's going to have to adjust that as you're performing. See what I'm saying? I know what I'm talking about. So he goes up and he thinks it sounds like shit. Next thing you know, by the end of his first set, he is threatening the sound guy. I'm in the booth with him, standing there.
Oh shit! Well, Raekwon's beat up.
DJ stops the music, everything. He has everybody stop, and he is literally physically like, "We should beat up this motherfucking sound man and go off." Like he's talking shit. I thought he was drunk. I don't really know to this day. I think that he probably maybe was definitely intoxicated, but I don't really know. It didn't seem like it. So then he gets off stage and he goes, "By the time I get on here, we're going to fucking, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, oh man. So I called security over. So I got this is a 750, 1,000 person venue. And so I call security guys. They all come over, and nothing actually happens. Nothing pops off. And he gets, as I'm sitting there, dies down. And he got like 5 minutes left, maybe 4. And he sits there and he goes, watch this, Grant. And he cues everything back up in like fucking 4 minutes. It was the most amazing board job I've ever seen besides studio time shit. So that's everything right. And Ghostface is already coming from the back door. My partner's running it. You know, I'm on the walkie-talkie and he's getting the back door. He's coming back from the bus again. He's like, all right, this motherfucking sound man. He's talking shit. He's ready. He was ready to whip this dude's ass, get these people, whatever. And so he gets on stage. And I'm sitting there. We got like 3 or 4 bodyguards around us. We're good. Like I got like part of the OSU football team there. Not saying no names, but I'm good. So they're usually our backup security.
Damn, I wish you could say some names.
Oh, don't even give me on that path because I used to be a announcer.
Can I guess a couple?
Let me just say that one of our championships had a player playing because he did not get a DUI. Because he did not get a DUI that night, and there's a reason. Moving along. So Ghostface gets back up. I'm not even kidding you. Ghostface gets back on stage, and he's like, all right, let me hear that shit. And the mic was just the mic. You know, the mic was adjusted a little bit, but the music turns back on. It's fucking bumping. Ghostface is loving it. He's like, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it, blah, 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 blah. And I'm sitting there staring at the sound man standing right beside me. And I'm looking at him and he goes, I adjusted them right back to exactly where the fuck they were in the beginning of the show. It was crazy. It's crazy.
Damn.
Couldn't believe it. He loved it. Came up to the sound booth on the cordless mic and everything. He loved
that's
it.
Hilarious.
Like nothing happened.
That's hilarious. Okay, so I got a totally different experience for Ghostface. My brother opened up for them on a 97 Wu-Tang Forever tour in Phoenix. Veterans Memorial Coliseum, 19,000 people, right? I don't think it was 19,000 in it, but probably 10. And we backstage, you know what I'm saying? Funny thing is, it's a funny story to me, a side story. I won 2 tickets already knowing I was going backstage. I won 2 tickets on the radio doing mama jokes. Whole nother story, but yeah, I'm that dope. So... So
that's what's up. Comedy's picking up here, man.
No, he was cool. This is 97. But he was mad cool and had a 30-minute, maybe 30-minute conversation with my pops, like spiritual conversation, yo. Like, he was just super fucking cool. He was actually one of the coolest ones, him and RZA. You guy was a dick. I don't even care. Whatever. And he's the worst rapper in Wu and one of the worst rappers I've ever heard. And I'll say that for the rest of my life. I don't give a fuck. I'll say it till I die.
And that's the clip I'm posting.
Hot take.
nigga, come to Jeffersonville, Indiana and get me. What?
Woo take. It's a Woo take.
Come on, man. I love everybody else. Fuck him.
I'm gonna post that on Woo Wednesday.
Yeah. So it's funny that you say that because I have a totally different experience. You know, that's how it works.
That's exactly. One person is like, whatever. I'm sure there's people that said, fuck me. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Oh, you know? Plenty of people say fuck me, but that's cool.
Yeah.
Say fuck yeah.
You asked, Danke, you asked about the worst experience local or smaller.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same concept. It was a little bit different. Big room bar. And I'm not even going to say this dude's name. I want to, but I'm not even going to say this dude's name.
He lives a couple miles from me. You don't want to do that.
Exactly. He's worthless to say anyways. But I had a Homeboy Sandman show at the Big Room right during the middle of COVID. His label and marketing team backed out within 2 weeks of the tour. And because it's really important for independent artists, especially to have those types of sponsors and press and online marketing and all that stuff. It was devastating for him because of where he stood. So his position, venues were getting crazy. They was going back and forth. So I booked it with Novi. Shout out to Novi Nov. MC worked with Jay Rawls. Shout out to Jay Rawls. And so I was booking it for him. Big room. It was my first big room. No, my second big room show ever. And Homeboy Sandman always kills it. I've booked him before with Zero Star and fucking No Logic. And he brings 50, 100 people. Easy. And we were doing our thing and it didn't work. Didn't work out. Well, one of the guys that was on the show, I didn't know was going to be booked, or it would have been a different way. But these things happen sometimes with friends and individuals in the tours and how things work out. It's tough. And the show must go on, and you don't want to be that guy necessarily. It's a crazy world depending on money and who's involved in the level of it. So for something like this, I'm not going to break hairs of, what I was, hearing. So I let it be whatever. Show went on. It wasn't the greatest showed up show. But anyways, the guy that got on, it was the sound man's first night at the big room ever thrown into it.
Oh boy.
He didn't even know his shit. He didn't know his boards and stuff. He's getting used to the sound and the volume and the station and the venue and all that good stuff. So this dude gets on, and he's had a pattern to me of violence and disrespect and unprofessionalism vocally on the mic on stage before. And I don't play that shit at all. If it's my show.
You seem like a scrapper. You seem like you might have punched him in his face.
It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Everybody knows. Everybody knows to be on point. They should. So anyways, he got on stage, and he was upset at that. And the dude is actually still there and awesome and a dope ass engineer, and people book him to do albums and all kinds of shit. So anyways, he's on stage, and he starts cussing out the sound man and saying that if he doesn't, do it right, he's going to get off stage and whip his fucking ass, like straight up. And I came from the backstage all the way to the front because I was pretty much ready to take the microphone away. And he saw me and just kind of stared, and I locked eyes, and that was about it. And he continued his thing. He still is whatever, but nothing popped off. I walked away, kind of watched him, and nothing actually, I didn't have to get up on stage and take the microphone from his hand. But that shit like that's some of the worst. Yeah.
Damn, man. I mean,
shit.
I've promoted tons of shows here. I try not to really. I've done it. I don't like to book that many shows anymore here in Milwaukee personally, just because I rather venture out and tour as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like because in like 2019, probably between 2016 and 2019, going on tours, I'd meet all these people, and then literally they would all want to tour in Milwaukee. And I would always tell them, like, that's cool. Milwaukee's a very hard market to tap, super hard. People, every show will be a hit or miss. They're either terrible or they're good. Like
separation.
Like it's real weird here. Like definitely lots of separation shit. But my worst shit that happens a lot. Well, it used to happen when I used to try to give people new opportunities, artists, try to give them new opportunities. So I put new artists on shows, and doing that definitely weeded out the professional people to the people that will never be professional in music ever. And
hey, Pesto, hold on. Pesto, is this the nicest you've ever heard Deku say something like this?
Yeah, probably the most politically correct.
I'm just
way.
saying.
Like he's running.
I'm just saying what it is. I'm saying what it is, man. Because the thing that I hate the most is I hate when motherfuckers show up late.
I know.
I hate it. Fucking hate it. I also hate when they show up late and then think they're still gonna perform. I'm like, bro, you showed up, you had a slot. This is when I had you going on. You showed up late, and you think that because you showed up late, you still got a slot more towards the headliner. No, your shit is done now.
Done. Look, listen to this, thank you. Listen to this. You just brought up the subject of showing up late, and the individual that I was talking about, the homeboy Sandman, when I rewind 4 years before that, when I first met him, long story short, I gave him a chance to get on stage, didn't know who the guy was, heard the guy's name. Okay, maybe he's up and coming. 2010, 2011 era. I do a show at Double Happiness, gave him a chance after the show was already booked and everybody was already set and the fans and tickets. I'll give you a 5-10 minute slot. You can come on somewhat towards
That's
the end.
love. That's love right there.
Right? Promote it. All you got to do is this for me. You got to bring 10 paying friends. That's all I ask of you. You're young, you're up and coming, right? No problem, shouldn't be, whatever. Not only did he not stick to any of that, he showed up late, way beyond the time that he was supposed to, still thought he was supposed to go on. And then when he decided that he was supposed to go on, and he was, a group called The Third from Columbus with Rashad, who has gold records, and has a group called The Third. Shout out to Coast City, North City Music, PA Flex, Lucchini. Anyways, they were performing The Third back in the day, and he basically showed up and wanted to go on stage when they were on. And even though they went on earlier than they were supposed to, not by more than 15 minutes, come on, man. It was their show. I've been booking with them for 15, 20 years at that point. What you expect here? So me to go tell legends to stop in a song and a half? I'm running the stage. I'm hosting. I'm running the bar, making sure that the ticket sales are going and making sure that the door guy's taken care of and all that shit's good.
Wait, you were running the bar?
I'm not running the bar, running to the bar, making sure the money's right.
Oh, okay. I'm like, damn.
Artist drink.
Grant's on his multiplicity shit. He got the Michael Keaton.
He's like, I got 10 job, man.
He got the Michael Keaton, son. He got the multiplicity, son.
Shit, son. Yeah, that'd be great. Damn.
Foreign shots. Next shot. Next group up.
but obviously, yes, being late is something I always hated with artists, and I probably gave people way too many chances. Now I'm basically at you fuck up is done now. That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't book as many shows anymore because I want to do my shit. Like I'm getting older, and I want to still make some shit fucking happen. So
yeah,
I'm not trying to fucking, bring up and comers in when I'm still a very active artist is what it is.
I get it. Yeah. I get that.
I've done it. I brought people in. I have a core of people when I book shows that I know they're my go-tos because I know they're going to be dope. I know they're going to put on a good show. I know that they're going to promote it. I know that they're going to potentially bring people. So that's what I have a go-to of people.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. And so you should.
It's kind of what it is. I mean,
I don't even understand how people show up late for shows. As an artist, I'm so excited to do shows. I'm there but I'm there for the opening act, even if I know they suck.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, hey, you built up all this shit and made mute whatever the hell you're doing in music, and you're just gonna show up late or not on time or not at all sometimes and cancel because you just don't want to. And it's like, look, man, are you making music or are you not making music?
Yeah. And
And
just like you, Ram, I'm always there for every opening act. I'm there early as fuck. I stay till the very end. That's how I am. I'm always like that. The thing about me though is I stand there, I watch an artist, I nod my head, and 90% of the time I think they're trash. But I'm being respectful.
I told y'all that was the nicest y'all was gonna see.
I'm being respectful though. I'm standing there, I'm nodding my head. It is what it is. I'm being respectful all the time to every single artist because I want the same respect. It's what it is.
No, that's really what it is. It is.
Right. And see, what you're talking about is like that building, a human connection. Everybody's different. Every artist is different. You approach people differently. I get it. But in some way, shape, or form, you should be connecting with somebody, some way, and at least kind of showing respect enough to where that's what it does. When you show respect for people, people show respect for you, and it makes things much better. You can tell when someone's on stage and not feeling it or being a certain way or was a certain way to certain people. I've been there. I've seen it. Yeah. It's not good.
Let me tell you.
If you're on a stage, a stage in front of Denku, 9 out of 10 of you guys he thinks you're whack. So if you see Denku out there nodding his head, Just know he might be like, "You're fucking whack, dude." That might be going through his head.
Yeah, you gotta see some body movement. That famous Danko, this shit. When he does this shit,
When I do that, I'm in it. I'm in it when I do that.
It's this body movement. He start rocking, and you're like, oh,
I'm
he's
in
actually feeling it now.
Then
Yeah.
I'm actually
But if he's just like this, he's just being. Come on, man. What are we talking about? He's
Well,
crazy.
Okay, well, see, I don't know.
I don't do none of that shit if I don't like you. If I don't like you, I'm at the bar hollering at your bitch. Probably. No, I'm just playing. I'm totally joking. But I'm saying I'm not. I don't fake it. I don't fake it at all. I can't do it.
Well, when you're talking to somebody's bitch.
Somewhere else. I'm outside. No, I'm totally joking. But I'm outside smoking or something, man. I'm doing something else. I'm joking. I don't holler at people's women. That's not my thing. I don't need to. They probably holler at me anyway.
No. This is opposite. I feel like this is what Ram wants to talk about right now.
No, actually, what I want to talk about is the possible civil war in Texas.
Aren't his at the bar when other people are performing.
No. I've never done that.
Slipping.
That's the comedy in me. That's the comedian in me. That was totally a joke. I have never done that. Now, have some of y'all girls talk to me? Yes. Have y'all left mad because of it? Yes. That is a fact. I'm joking too on that. That's actually true though, but I am still joking. But no, really what I want to talk about is this possible National Guard versus our fucking military in Texas. Y'all bullshitting with all this whole hip hop. I want to talk about some real shit.
Oh, Jesus.
Have you heard of this shit?
I want to talk about.
Have y'all heard about this shit or no?
I have not. I don't watch the news.
I'm gonna just give it to you quick. But what do you want to talk about? Because we can.
No. Go ahead. What are we? What is it?
So check this out. From what I have gathered,
the new governmental surge.
From my research, okay, Joe Biden told Texas, "Open your borders to Mexico." Governor Abbott in Texas was like, "Fuck you," basically, right? And put up more barbed wire on the border, right? Joe Biden said,
"The border of what? The border of what?
Texas and Mexico."
Okay. All right.
To prevent people coming in.
I got you.
Joe Biden said, if you don't remove all that by Friday, we're sending our military down there. And Greg Abbott was like, well, I got the National Guard. And then 26 other Republican governors said, we'll send our National Guard to help you, Texas. So what does that become? Our National Guard versus military? This is by Friday. This is real, yo. I'm sorry. I'm just fucking bugged out by this.
Wait, so you're talking about Texas themselves is going against the military?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
yes. And 26 other Republican governors from 26 other Republican states are prepared to send their National Guard to Texas to help Texas.
What branch are they sending? What branch is the military sending?
I don't know that part. That part I haven't gathered. I didn't go that far. But I don't know if it matters.
I think it does. We've seen Army versus Navy. We've seen Air Force. I mean, I want to see Marines versus National Guard.
This isn't a football game, bro. This isn't.
Dude. All right, because what I wanted to get into was my boy Pest over here. That's what I wanted to get into. I wanted to get into.
Let's go. All right, fuck Texas. Let's go.
I wanted to get into my boy's life.
Shout out to my Texas people. Love Texas. Shout out to my Texas people. Just playing. Go ahead.
Okay, so we know about the Civil War and the history and all this bullshit of Texas has been wanting to succeed ever since they got their asses whipped.
Yeah, the word is secede. No. Yeah.
My bad. I'm high as hell.
No, it's all good. I just wanted to make sure you knew.
Okay. Yeah. But what I'm saying though is this is something that's kind of been going on underlining. Some Americans don't even understand that Texas truly, it's not just something they say. They really honestly.
Oh, they've been ready.
Yeah. So, okay. I got you. My dad's got the crazy book. My dad's like a Civil War minor in history.
Oh,
and, shit. So I'm big into Civil War. And so we kicked their butts, right? But there's also this book that came out that was real popular. It was called If the South Would Have Won. It's
I've actually heard about that, yeah.
Yeah, it's a historical book. It's not a comical thing or a satire by any means. It was written a while ago, and it was legit. And my dad had to read it for his classes. He loves it. And I've dabbled before. I've never read the whole thing. But the atmosphere has been there the whole time. And the only thing that I have to say is, in this day and age, in this year with the technology and everything that we have, there's no chance in hell that anybody actually wants to risk that. Everybody is pussies.
I agree.
Ain't nobody going to do shit. We're tough, but in the end of the day, what we are pussies about is nobody really wants to fight each other within the country of the United States, just like anybody else, Canada, whatever. Nobody really wants that. Mexico might want that, or another country might want something like that. But within our own country of the United States of America, we don't want that shit. Even I talk shit about that, wanting that to happen. I do believe in certain things and the chances and the history of what it shows with countries and empires that it will fall, and it always does. I hope it's not in my lifetime, but I talk shit about that. But we don't really want that.
Me too. No, but the possibility of it is and then that being what am I trying to say? A symbol of where we're at, and that Texas is ready to do that, and that 26 other governors are like, fuck the government. That part is like, okay, well, where's that gonna go? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere.
One shot fired.
I know. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere.
You don't think there's any possibility of a civil war in the new age that's going on right now? You don't
not in the United States of America.
I think there is a small area of Texas. I think it's very possible in the small area of Texas. I don't think it'll go further.
There's a chance. I mean, again, fuck, man. Like,
just blow everybody up. They have to.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not that I don't
kill a bunch of people if they have to.
Right. It's not that I don't want it or don't think it should happen, and I have my own reasons for a rebellion and etc. A to Z. But like, man, we don't really want that shit, because if it does, it's fucking.
We don't have a chance. We don't have a chance.
I think they're preparing us for it.
I don't
What'd you say, Pest? What'd you say?
Go ahead, Pesto.
Well, I think they're I think it's predictive programming. I think they're grooming us to accept it as an inevitability and a possibility.
Absolutely.
They just came out with a big movie that they put like Julia Roberts and a bunch of other big actors you haven't seen.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that, Ram. You said that was a good movie. I didn't see that.
That was lead.
It was entertaining.
Was that Leave the World Behind?
Yeah. Yes, that one. That was the
best. Good. You're 100% correct.
It was done very well, but it was like, I think that they're preparing us more than anything to see how humans are gonna, or see how Americans are gonna react to that possibility, so that they can be ready for that when shit does break down.
And that's, and that's the MO. That's been going on in the history of the world since the first civilization. Testing out what's going to work. How can you control the masses? What can you do to eradicate the population or control it in some way, shape, or form?
I agree. I mean, obviously, we know Hollywood and politics really they go together. I mean, they're running each other.
Yeah, but that's been going on. What he's talking about has been going on since the beginning of time.
No, I know. I was going to get to that. No, I 100% agree with the predictive programming. However, I don't know if them telling us what's going on with Texas and the other shit is predictive programming necessarily. I think that's just them saying, hey, this is where it's at. Now, is it maybe to put fear in us and they know it's not really going to happen? That's possible. But one thing we already know is that our government will kill Americans, no problem. False flags have also been since the beginning of time. We know this. They will kill Americans to do whatever they want. They've done it. And on 9/11 back to the Tonkin, Gulf of Tonkin.
Dude, I mean, the very first one. I'll tell you. You want to know the first example of it ever in history ever? You ready?
What's that?
Sacrificing of a virgin.
Oh boy.
The first civilizations did that. The first tribes and civilizations ever did that, right?
Let me sit up here because this is about to get interesting.
That's one of your first forms of like brainwashing to convince that you have to kill for good, positive, and the hands of God, the hands of the system, so to speak, to protect or keep us going.
Yeah, the story, the narrative. Yeah. You know what? I don't know how far I want to go down that, because I don't necessarily want to shit on people's religions, but you're 100% right. The whole story is basically propaganda, and it's built to control. That's what religion was created for, period. And I'm not talking about spirituality. and I'm not talking about belief, but organized religion was literally built to control. That's just a fact. You know what I'm
This
saying?
some deep shit. This some deep shit.
Yeah.
Pesto's on it, man. In the modern day world, movies, film, and art have been used since the beginning of movies, film, and art
No, 100%.
to completely sway us even more and quicker and further.
Wasn't one of the first films shown in a theater about war? I'm trying to
Probably.
think. I think the first film shown in a theater was war propaganda.
Pesto, you know that shit?
I know the name of the movie and I cannot think of it right now. I watched too much Rogan to not know this.
I have no clue, man.
I don't.
It was
I
a half
don't
joke.
know.
I don't know, but anyway, go ahead.
I have no clue.
Damn. I'm gonna remember this tomorrow and message all of y'all.
What, the very first one? Yeah, I don't know.
The first movie shown in a theater.
Some of the very first film was 100% like military propaganda.
That's okay. That's what I'm trying to say. I think
There's a lot of military propaganda.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, that's a rabbit hole, man.
Yeah.
How the fuck did we get on this subject, man?
Who
You
knows?
brought that shit up, Ram. You brought that.
It's always me. It's always fucking me.
Don't get me started on that shit, man. I'll go Grant rant.
No, here's the thing. No, man, bro, we could probably do a fucking conspiracy podcast in general. I do that shit all day.
Maybe 10 years ago, I might have dabbled in that shit, but now
I wouldn't do it now. No.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Trust me. I'm the same way, and you don't even have a clue how much. Like, to me, there's no such thing as conspiracy. Let's get into that.
Real quick. You know, the first time I knew Ram was super huge on conspiracy is...
No, wait. I have to say this before you say this.
Okay, go ahead.
Conspiracy. It's just shit that we are now finding that is true. 80% of 90% of conspiracy is not conspiracy. It's true. So let's just get that out the way. So go ahead.
I know what you're saying.
Yes. But the first time I knew that Ram was big on all this
gonna be good
is when we were on tour.
Oh fuck!
And we stayed at my homie NASA's
anything that says tour, I don't want to hear it.
We stayed at NASA's crib, and literally, you and NASA got in an argument.
Yo, shout out to NASA.
Y'all got in the argument.
What was the argument? Was it about that?
That I don't remember, but it was about some conspiracy idea that they didn't agree on, and literally
it might have been flat Earth.
And I was just chilling.
I'm not a flat earther, so I don't know.
I was just chilling, and they were in their own shit, and I'm over here. That's what
we had a good time though. We danced it up.
It was
respectful conversation. We had a good time. NASA was cool as fuck. Yeah, man. Yeah,
good people.
Yeah. Man, by the way,
you talking about NASA, the production crew?
No. Uncommon
NASA.
Uncommon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I was. I think you know that, right, Grant? I was on Uncommon Records for like a minute.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, shout to him, and he was very hospitable, man. Cool motherfucker, man. For real. Yeah. But every time Danku brings up a fucking tour story, bro, I'm like, oh shit.
Well, this is what I wanted to say earlier, because
I've only been on 2 tours with him.
but this is hilarious.
Yeah, we had fun.
So when we stopped in Columbus, it was one of the spots that we had the most time to explore, right? Because a lot of the other spots, aside from Philly, because we had a down day, we didn't get a show booked on Monday, so we hung out and chilled in Philly for like a whole. We did. We did the thing. But
anyway, sorry.
But Columbus was on the way home. It was the last show before we got home, and we had time to chill and explore. So we get into Columbus.
Was Illogic on the show?
No. This other dude that I literally cannot remember his name, but we don't fuck with him no more. We don't talk to him. I don't know what. I think I don't talk to him because of the shit that had happened with the Pick Apart the Passion shit. I think that was my end of talking to dude.
This is a different show.
No. This is the same show.
Okay.
That dude was on it, but we got into town. I hit Illogic up to ask him where's the record shops? What's some cool shit to
Oh,
do?
yeah,
Because we got into town, I didn't really know much about.
Oh
Cali, to be
shit!
honest.
Oh shit! Y'all gonna get crazy. Yeah, you can't see it, but that's the flyer of y'all's show. So look, real quick, shout out to
Yo, you just found that shit?
He found it.
No, I did not. I did not find it. All right, let me give a shout out here to my assistant, the greatest girlfriend ever, the greatest assistant ever, and I've always needed one. Annie Osborne.
You should have said girlfriend first, by the way, but it's cool.
Oh, she's amazing.
I'm just
No, but that's how good she is. I'm telling you, that's how good she is.
She said assistant first. Right.
She's super cool, by the way. I met her. Shouts to Annie.
Oh yeah, she's sitting right over here.
Salute,
She looked up online. I got her right here. She looked up online, and it was on your Instagram, and it was at the Big Room Bar. Okay, because I'm gonna find out now. It's gonna be crazy. This is the shit right here. It says, "Yep, CyphaDen Music presents December 1st. Doors at 9 p.m. Thank you and Rambunctious. It's our time tour." Right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Also performing. Now, is that the full flyer? Like, was there a name underneath those two names? There was another couple names. Okay. So, I knew I was gonna get. I'm telling you, I'm sitting there and I'm still in my head going, I'm getting this out of these. Man. I'm gonna get this shit because this is my city and I know shit and people need to know this shit. You got to put it on the fucking plate, man.
Yeah,
so
man.
okay,
I fucking love you, dude. You funny as
I
fuck.
got. So it was December 21st. What year was that?
2016.
Oh, it was 1025. What year? 2016. Oh yeah, it was 2016. Right, it was done. Right, yes. So did you get the whole flyer? You didn't find it? Is it on there? He cut it off. So your Instagram cuts off the bottom of whoever else was on there. But there's two names.
That
name.
wasn't on purpose. That wasn't on purpose.
No, I'm sure it wasn't. But there's a name. Ooh, wait, does it say in the scroll?
Just say them. I mean, what they gonna do? Come beat us up? Say them.
Nah, Doug.
Closest to me, probably you.
Doug. That's who it was.
Oh my God.
That's who booked it.
Happy Tuesday, Doug.
Yes, Doug.
That Doug?
Booked it. Yes.
That's right. Oh my God. That's why we got in the big argument.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Sure, that's who booked it.
That's who booked it. Doug.
Okay, because the other artist that I see is also shout out is to Jay Esquire.
No, definitely not.
Jay Esquire did not show up to the show. There was a fill-in.
Right.
There was a fill-in.
That's right. That's right.
It was a girl.
Crazy.
It was a girl that showed up that filled in. She was actually super cool.
Dope. Yeah.
It was dope.
Yeah.
And
just saying, don't hate me. I want to smile so bad about shit, but
that was
that's
wild.
crazy. I've booked Happy Tooth and Doug for years. Shout out to Happy Tooth and Doug. We're keeping it real. Love life is life.
They were cool. They were cool up until this situation.
That sounds like it was really early. 2016, man, was when Happy Tooth and Doug literally just started, and they probably were just literally learning shit.
And
maybe a little bit earlier.
It wasn't about that though.
We didn't have no beef with them.
No, not at all.
There was shit that had happened later on the Pick Apart the Passion shit that made us
our podcast.
It was done.
That had a whole nother dude involved, and it was like some old what do you call it? Like cancel culture offensive shit.
Yeah,
and
that's what it was.
What the fuck?
What was that?
That awesome. I did this.
You did that, and it gave you your balloons. It gave you your balloons.
I don't know.
It gave you confetti last week.
Flowers, but you know. No, but what it was is there was something said on our podcast. The dude we were doing the podcast with thought we should retract it because it was offensive and blah, blah. And because of his relationship with Happy Tooth and Doug, I think.
Yeah.
And me and Danko were like, nah, fuck y'all. And it became a 4-person Zoom full-on argument. And I'm not gonna lie, I went fucking nuclear in that shit because it was like they were acting like we were racist and against homosexuals and all kind of shit. And I'm like, wait a minute.
And none
You
of that
can't
was
do
even a
it.
thing. None of
It
that was
wasn't
even a
even.
thing.
It was wild. It was wild. And so basically, me and Danka were like, "Fuck y'all," and we went on and did pick apart the passion by ourselves. It was my idea anyway, so it was
That's
like
exactly how we got rid of the other people that were a part of it from the beginning.
Yep.
That's exactly
It was
what
four
happened.
of us. It was wild. It was so wild too. Because the thing,
man.
it was right when cancel culture began.
So it wasn't Doug though. It wasn't
No.
Doug.
It wasn't
wasn't
them.
Doug.
It was
Doug, I never had a
literally
problem with Doug at all. It was someone defending them.
literally defending
Right.
them. And then since they defended them for whatever reason, I think they thought some type of way about us. And literally that's why we don't talk to them no more.
Sorry, yeah.
Wow.
That's literally
Yeah.
what happened. I've never
Yeah.
even spoken. I've never even had a conversation with Doug about it, but he don't follow me no more.
Nope. Yep.
And it's because of that.
Same here.
And I've never even had a conversation with him about
It's
it.
wild. Yeah. And the dude
Huh.
we're talking about is the one I said fuck you to earlier. And I'll smack him in his fucking face right now if I could. No remorse.
I mean, there it is.
Yeah.
That's crazy because like that's the perception we were talking about when we were talking
Don't
about.
share me saying any of that. I'll smack him and shit because I don't want no fucking legal shit.
gonna
These
share-
type that might do that.
What, you
I'm just
think
saying.
that's gonna be
Don't
the
make
clip?
that a clip.
That's not going to be the
Huh?
clip.
I'm just saying. I'm just making sure so that his punk ass
Yeah.
don't file a police
Yeah,
report
yeah,
because
yeah,
he's that type of motherfucker.
Yeah, I know he is. I know how he is.
You know what I'm saying? He might sue me for saying. You know what I mean?
So, okay, so now
whole
what we're
ass niggas,
talking
whole
about-
ass niggas, man.
Now what we're talking about is is the booking agent for the venue.
Nope.
It was
Oh, no,
somebody
this
that.
No, Doug.
This has
Doug,
nothing to do with the actual
No.
physical show.
No, it has nothing.
This has to do with a podcast.
Yeah, the show itself was fine.
It's a long,
The show
it's a
itself,
long story, bro.
the
It's a
show
long
itself
story.
was fine. I'm just saying, Doug
Yeah,
booked it.
yeah.
It was light. It was on a Tuesday night.
Right.
It was what it was. There was
And
some
shout to them. They was cool. Yeah.
There were some people there. It was like a last date I needed for the tour, and
Mhm.
they made it happen. Like I said, you were the first suggestion to me, but I didn't know you like that. Doug, I had met because they toured. I think they I don't know if they toured.
They
or
came to
did,
Wisconsin
they
at one
did
point.
something at one
They
point.
they did no. They definitely Happy Tooth and Doug at one point 100% were contacting and building relationships in the industry of hip hop and music besides Columbus.
I met them personally in Wisconsin. Did a show with them.
Yeah. No, I know that they did out of city and out of state shows. I'm not saying I know if they did tons of tours and how extensive they were, but I do know that they got out and they were on the, they were doing the right thing. Yeah. No, I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
But they were still they were like, if they were from the 2000 kind of 12 to 2000, that 2000 kind of like late 2010s era when they started.
Maybe I didn't do a show. I thought I met them in Wisconsin and did a show with them.
Ram, we probably did the same show with them. It was
Okay,
probably,
so I'm not tripping. Okay.
It was
Okay.
probably in
All right.
Green Bay or something. Because remember,
Yeah,
we used to do all them shows in Green Bay back in the day.
That's where I met you. Yeah.
Like we used to do that. And
I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember, but yeah.
like
yeah.
Pestilence back in the day, we used to do a lot of Green Bay shows. Honestly,
I think I was in Playfair Cypher back then, though.
But that's crazy, though. That story, listening to you, thank you. That story is crazy. That's when you first heard about me.
Yeah.
Because that's right around the same time I first heard around. I don't know the same year, but it was right around that time, probably because of the Columbus show, the name being posted, whatever. Logic, you knew of them and Print and all them. So there's definitely a chance that, like, I know that when I first heard you rapping was around that 2016 to 2018 era. Yeah.
That's wild.
I don't know exactly when, but yeah.
Well, because I knew Illogic and Blueprint since the Scribble Jam days. You know what I'm saying? Like I've known them since then.
Didn't I meet you at a show in?
You met me at the Green Bay show with fucking Greenhouse. It was a Greenhouse show. It was when Illogic and Blueprint were promoting the last Greenhouse album.
Yeah, and Playfair Cypher, the group, the duo I was in,
and we played the tour date
on the first. We were the
played
opening
the tour date in Green Bay, is what it was.
Yeah.
Yes,
that was such a fucking fire show, bro.
It was super dope.
Like,
it was super
dope. That was fun. I just remember that show being so fucking fun, man.
Yeah, it was. It was summertime, fucking nice outside.
famous story. I don't know if you don't know this, but the famous story of how I met Danko is first of all, I thought the shit was dope, and I was up front like, yo, this motherfucker's cold. And they were at the the table, merch table and shit afterwards. And Danko, I always think this is hilarious. The first thing I said to Danko, I'm like, yo, what the fuck does your name mean? What the fuck is a Tayamo Danko? Not, hey man, how you doing? No, I was just like,
yeah, that is what he
what
said
the
to me.
fuck?
It's
Well, we got
kind of
cool.
it's kind of like what he said to Pestilence when he first met him. What the fuck is that mask about?
I mean, that's how I am, yo. I mean, 'cause if you got some weird shit, I'm gonna ask you, and then now you know I'm cool because
that was
I'm just
that was
shit fucked around.
That was a super dope show, and there was a bunch of people there, and there was this weird thing that I remember seeing out of the corner off to the side of the stage where there was this random chick getting some whatever in the corner by the bar. There was something going on over there. It was very interesting.
Ooh.
Like she was giving, or he
No,
was.
she was getting something going on.
Oh, some finger popping or something? What?
No, like some sexual shit was going on the side of the bar.
Well, finger popping sexual. I don't know what you.
Yeah,
think
Well,
finger
I'm saying,
might
like,
have
was
been
she
finger.
doing something, or was somebody else doing something?
Somebody
to
was
her?
doing it to her, is what it was.
Ah,
Yeah, I don't remember that. I don't know if we were at the same show.
It was
like
the
the
same
front
show.
or the back?
It was totally the same show. That's what you were there.
I don't remember that at all. Not at all.
Well,
Not
you
even
probably
close.
didn't notice. I noticed. I was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck
I
is going on?
definitely didn't notice. No. Were you on stage?
No, I was in the crowd because it was when fucking Greenhouse was performing.
They were. Oh, okay.
Oh.
And I'm just
Yeah.
looking around, like seeing how many people
Boy.
are vibing. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is going
You're
on?
like,
over
that's
here?
going on. Damn.
But yo,
Shout out to Greenhouse.
you have not
She's
let
having
me
fun.
tell this. You have not let me tell this, Ram. I wanted to
Oh,
tell what we did in Columbus
Oh,
first
shit.
time when we were there. So this is what we did, Grant. We wanted to
What did we
do.
do?
We
I
wanted
don't
to
remember this.
explore and
I had a
do
concussion
something.
recently, though. So.
So we were like, oh, well, what are we gonna do in a city? We went to the record shop. We walked
boy,
through it.
yeah.
It was cool. Didn't pick up nothing. There was a tattoo shop next to it.
Yep.
I snapped some pictures of Ram there, and then we got suggested to the Up Down Bar, but we didn't.
Was that the Long Street Cafe place too?
I don't know. I don't know. But
Okay.
we were like, what do we do in a city? Oh, let's go to a mall. We can maybe get something from the mall or whatever, or explore a mall because we have mad time to kill. Bro,
Damn, you have a great memory. I don't remember none of this shit.
bro,
I
we
was probably
went to
high or
this.
something.
So we punched a mall in. I don't know what mall it was. Punched a mall in.
Tuttle, Easton.
It was a very hood mall. It might not even be open.
Oh, you talk about either Westland? What? No, it wouldn't have been
That
Westland. It
sounds
would have
familiar.
been,
No.
Eastland
No.
Mall. Probably
This is
Eastland
what we
Mall.
did.
Yeah, East something.
We walked into the mall. Literally, barely any stores in it. There was 5 nail shops.
Open.
5 nail shops in the mall.
Yeah.
You remember now. 5 nail shops. We get done walking the entire mall, and I just remember thinking, like, there's got to be something better than this. This shit.
Yo, man, nail
There
shop.
definitely was.
The crazy amount of nail shops fucked me up back
It
then.
was
I remember that. I'm
crazy.
like, what the fuck?
It was crazy. So then we were like, there's got to be something else. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas. It's right before Christmas. It's got to be something else. So we punched in this other mall, and I think it was on the outskirts a little bit, and it was the dopest mall that I had ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
Remember that shit? And we
I-
ate it.
East- You're talking about Easton.
And we ate
Easton
It was like-
Town Mall.
Yeah, and we ate at the tiki bar spot. You remember?
Yeah,
We ate at the tiki bar spot.
Yeah.
that's too fucking funny that you remember the
I
details,
remember it
bro.
all. The shit's crazy.
Yo,
And
the nail shop show.
the nail shops, 5 nail shops, barely
There
any
was
stores. But
There's
there was
more nail
mad
shops
nail
than anything else.
There was nothing in that motherfucker. Like I said, that place might not even be
Like,
open.
y'all
but I
ain't
don't
got a
even
hot
know.
dog on a stick or nothing.
No, it's still open. Is it? Is it closed? Oh, it's closed.
Oh, bro. I loved Columbus, though. It's a beautiful city, man. For real.
Oh, Columbus is
I
crazy.
remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That's great. All right, where we at next? What's the next topic? Come on, Pesto,
Oh,
give us a topic. Let's go.
Pesto, what's on your mind today, Pestilence? What do you got going on?
Oh, dude, I'm all fucking over here vibing and just chilling, and then everybody's like, "Hey, what the fuck? You want to come up with a
Vibing on
prompt?"
what? What you mean
Out of
vibing? You
nowhere?
high? You high, motherfucker?
You
He's
see
been
me over here
smoking the whole
smoking.
time, son. What are you talking
I haven't stopped.
We
I'm just
can't
like
tell. I can't
been
see your
listening.
eyes. You ain't
I've just
grilling
been
enough. I
listening.
can't tell.
I can't see eyes.
Even if you could see my eyes, it wouldn't tell you that I'm high.
No, that's true because I look high all of my life.
Oh, you
You've
know
been
what I
to
want to
assume I'm
know?
high.
Have y'all seen the okay. Have y'all seen the recent trailer for the Bob Marley movie that's coming out?
Yeah.
I want to
I have
watch
not.
it.
It looks
I
cold,
got
right?
it.
It looks cold, right? Why did it take this long
Here's the thing.
for a biopic? Why did it take this long?
Here-
I'll tell you right now exactly. I'll tell you your answer. It's called The Fucking Family and the Estate of Bob Marley.
Yep.
Period. It's
They
all
want their motherfucking
legal.
money.
all legal.
Yep.
All legal all day. That's all it is.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm not sure, and no one is, because of how secret the information about Bob Marley's life has been. I'm not sure how accurate it's going to be, and no one is, except his family, right? You know what I'm saying?
That's always the question. That's always the
Right.
question. Of any kind of
Right.
biopic with a family or an
That's
estate
true.
that has a lot of
That's true.
things going on, a lot of moving facets, a lot of drama, a lot of legal public drama. When you have those things, Prince, Jackson's, fucking everybody, right? You
Ray
know,
Charles, I mean, yeah.
it's like when you have that, it's the only people that hold it up and that stop it from the fans and the people from getting what they want and what the artists would have want ends up actually being the ones that love him so much. It's crazy. It's quite insane. A lot of times there's outsider shit influenced by it or influencing it, but that's all it is, man. It sucks.
I also wonder if it's a money grab.
Well, see, that's the thing though. So I've worked with Tupac's estate before. Shout out to the Tupac, obviously. Nobody.
Whoa. This wasn't gonna be much of an interview, but now I got to know that. What do you mean you work with Tupac State? How did that? What? Come on.
So there was a show that was being
Bob
booked.
Marley movie now.
It's not as elaborate as you think. I'm just saying.
I don't care. I just want to know.
The point that I was making was
We can get back to Bob.
I was just saying that I've worked with some estates before with booking and contracting and things, and there's certain routes and things you have to sign and be aware of, and et cetera.
NDAs and shit like
what
that.
I learned very quickly is, oh shit, that's what the fuck is my answer as a fan to all these. Why did this and that not happen of albums or docs or whatever? Oh, it's this. So yeah,
I see. Yeah. So back to the Bob thing. What I was also gonna say besides that, I just feel like you said, why did it take so long? So I feel like, why now? And that's why I'm like, it seems like a money grab by some studio.
but they wouldn't allow it if it was, man. I'm telling you, man. Some of these families, dude, they are very particular, man. The Prince family, the Prince family.
How do we know it's not a money grab by a new generation of Marleys?
Yeah.
Not to disrespect them, but I'm just saying I don't know, and it seems weird.
I don't know. Well, like I said, show me some shit because I don't know. I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
I'm totally guessing and speculating. And if I'm disrespecting anybody, I apologize. I'm not trying to. I'm just saying I'm not convinced that it's gonna be what we think it's gonna be.
But you're saying you think it. Well, I mean, yeah, there's always a chance of that shit.
You know? Yeah.
But you're
I'm
gonna
not
check
sure
it
about
out.
the actor.
But you're gonna
I'm
check
not
it
sure
out.
about the actor.
Who's playing him? What's the company releasing?
He's an unknown. He's an unknown actor. I've never seen him, and the accent was kind of like, what is this?
Oh, so how did you feel about How did you feel about the Wu-Tang Forever series and RZA? How did you feel about the guy that played RZA?
The funny thing is, I actually liked it.
I did too.
I thought he did a little too much with the voice, but that dude is a great actor in general, for one.
100%.
And I actually liked his character. I thought it was as weird as RZA is. And I've met RZA in person.
I thought it was
or anything, but I thought, what are we talking? RZA is weird.
When I interviewed Black Raspberry, shouts to Black Raspberry. When I interviewed her, she hated how the characters were portrayed, most of them. because
That's weird.
because she was
They
around
had
all of them.
input, but they had input.
I'm just saying she didn't like how a lot of the characters were portrayed as the people.
That's weird.
Personally,
Well, you know, she knew him. I can't say shit. Yeah.
I don't know if I you know what, I'm like this with how I felt about that actor that played RZA, just because.
What do y'all think about the series without the actor?
The series is cool. I like the series. The series is dope.
Yeah, the series was dope as fuck to me.
I fucked with it all. Honestly, I fucked with it all. I got used to the voice. I got used to the chords. I've been such a woo head since the beginning.
It was good to have that.
They had creative control. They did the best, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, without trying to be biased at all. You know, obviously, fucking Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? But I thought it was the best that it could be. I thought that RZA and the guy all had input. Every one of them talked about it. RZA had creative control as the Wu-Tang. He's done direction. He's worked with guys like Quentin Tarantino. I mean, fuck, he got, even rather if you don't like the guy, everybody's always going to remember him because of who played the guy. Even if somebody doesn't like him, you're going to, you know, you'll have one of us old heads at 70 like, man, I still didn't like him, but you're going to know who it was playing RZA. You know what I'm saying? So like, it was good. It was good.
I thought so too. My favorite about the whole series is the dudes that played Ghost and Ray. They killed it.
Yeah.
Ghost and Ray, they fucking murdered those characters. I believed it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Dave East kind of killed Method to me. I mean,
he killed it. He killed it.
He did.
I thought he was.
You didn't think Ram.
He did, but they didn't show enough of Meth for him to do a whole lot of acting. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Well, they did it on. Well, okay, they did that on purpose. Yes, I know what you're saying.
I think so. You see what I'm saying? Like it was like he just had to.
But if we're going to talk about like majority of a new series,
he was good. I have nothing bad to say. He was good.
Yeah.
But I'm saying they got into the Ghost and Ray characters heavy, especially Ghost. Sure.
Oh
you
yeah.
I mean?
But I thought
different.
The thing is, when I first saw Dave East, I knew exactly that was Method Man.
Right.
I knew exactly who it was.
Yeah. I thought he played the best, in my opinion. Rather, you're right. I agree with you. You know, he's not an actor. He's learning still, so they're going to know that. Whatever. Cool.
So they gave him less. You think they gave him less because of that? Right.
Yeah, and Raekwon and the guy that played Raekwon, the guy that played Ghost, that's what they wanted to do. Their stories, the people they were in Wu-Tang. It was all part of it. And RZA talked about that in certain interviews and shit. But with Dave, Method Man's going to become prominent, but at the same time, they're working with a guy like Dave East. But in my opinion, regardless of the acting or not, I thought that the tone and hitting it, like I'm sitting there, you and I were all at the table, right? We're all at the table. We're about to get the next guy walk in. Man, it's a fucking number 69 million fucking actors coming in. They're all going to suck, right? This dude comes in, and the second he walks in and opens his voice on the first word of his sentence, that's Meth.
Okay, can I say something? I'm a big Dave East fan. He sounds like that anyway.
Yeah, but that's the point.
He does. I know, but my point is Dave already resembles Meth in a lot of ways, even his voice.
So why would you pick anybody else? So why would you pick anybody else?
Isn't this film and acting? Wait, aren't we talking about film and acting? Aren't we talking about Hollywood right now? Aren't we talking about Hollywood? That's the point.
All right, you got me.
I'm just saying.
But I was such a Dave East fan as an MC and his music. Maybe that's why it threw me off personally. Because I was bumping Dave East. I still bump Dave East. I like Dave East a lot.
Yeah, I fuck with him. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And so maybe when I saw it, I was like, yeah, that works. But it didn't wow me. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not saying what wowed me was that, okay, here's what wowed me was that a dude that's an MC that's not an actor came in with these other good upcoming actors, was able to not only pull off the voice, the look, the style, and everything. He did it and killed it, probably having to do with the fact that he's a dope-ass motherfucking new age boom bap fucking rapper in the first place from New York.
I can see.
Y'all right. He killed it. And so it's like he will, you know, that would be, you know, that's what I was amazed of. Holy shit, this doesn't suck. In fact,
right. But see, to say this doesn't suck, that's not giving props though. You feel me? Like that's
I was just using it as a figure of speech.
Okay. I was making sure. Okay, I was making sure, but you understand what I'm saying though? It's like
I liked him, but they didn't play him all the time. I thought he should have had more. I thought
maybe that would have made me feel better about it if he had more. I felt like they skimped him, and I don't know if it's because they didn't want to make him not look good by giving him too much, or because they just didn't tell Met's story like that.
Yeah.
I don't know which one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but,
I feel you.
But I love the series, man. I fucking loved it.
I love the series. Pestilence,
really did.
Did you watch the whole Wu series?
I don't know if I watched the last season. I watched the first two, and then I think I was in the gap between them, and then just never got back to it yet.
Yeah,
you gotta go watch that. Like, matter of fact, go ahead and leave the podcast right now and go finish it. No, I'm playing.
I wait to get the trials on some of these streaming, platforms, and then I'll absorb all their content, and then I'll just not.
No, I got you. My Flixers.
Yeah, I've tried it before.
What do you mean? You can watch any TV show, any movie. It's all out there. Trust me. Myflixers.to for all the people out there.
What's the shit that I use? Yeah,
MYFL.
Levidia. It's called Levidia.
Okay, cool.
www1. Here, I'll put it right now. www1.levidia, LEVID.
Yeah, what is up with these?
Bro, why do you keep getting the thumb?
What's going on, bro? I got fireworks from doing thumbs up.
Why does man get all the emoji shit? I don't get no emoji shit. What's going on?
I'm about to show my ass what they gonna do.
What is this? I want to do some shit, like some magic shit. What the fuck's going on? I can't do no fucking thing.
Look, Rob's gonna be now miming.
Well, do it again. Do something else.
I can't do it. He put up the thumb.
Someone's hacking you.
It question marked the thumb.
Yo, maybe somebody is hacking me.
Somebody's hacking you.
That's
probably.
That's crazy. I actually, my streaming shit, I use my, I got an app on my phone. I actually pay, but I pay $5 a month, mirror all my shit, but I can watch any and everything is what it is.
Wait, what?
The
you
app
pay $5 a month.
So I can mirror in HD to my TV.
That's dope.
I use my phone and I can watch anything off my phone, but I mirror it to my smart TV.
Oh no, I'm saying not paying for streaming services and getting it free.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. And I'm saying the app that I use bundles every single streaming service into one service. And literally I can watch anything from any streaming service that's out there on my app.
Wow. I get what you're saying.
Send me that. I would say send me that shit, but I'd rather make like 5 or 6 clicks and not pay $5.
It's cool.
Yeah, we just got to close a bunch of pop-up windows.
Dude, $5 is completely fucking worth that.
For everything, right?
Yeah,
and there's no ads. There's no ads or nothing. There's nothing.
Oh,
word.
No ads.
Okay, fuck that.
$5
Send me that.
All gone.
Send me that shit.
That's fucking money. That's money.
Yeah, that's got to go in the chat.
Yeah. See, you guys about to say, put that in the comments so people know about it too. although YouTube will take
Yarg.
Yo, I'm trying to see what kind of moves I can do to make shit happen. Like,
yeah, why do you get the moves? You get all the special shit. I don't understand. I'm the host, motherfucker. I should get all the special shit.
I need to. Where's my pirate hat? I feel like I got a pirate hat somewhere.
I was gonna say, speaking of biopics, if you guys could see a realistic biopic that depicted the story of any artist, who would you pick?
Well,
I want a Big L. I want a Big L biopic.
Ooh, a big. What the fuck is going on?
Where's my shit? I don't get no shit.
This.
That's crazy.
Yo, I will say this. I've already seen it for me. I didn't ask for it. Wouldn't say I would have wanted it before I saw it. But Ray doing Jamie Foxx doing Ray. I'm good, man. That's one of the best fucking biopics and roles I've ever seen.
I'm saying
hours a day to do that role.
I'm saying one that doesn't exist,
All right, fuck. I tried to get out
That
of it.
can be that can be done to the best level. Like
Big
it can
L
be
for
done
me.
on that
I want to
same
see
level.
Big L. That's
Yo,
all.
Big L's a great one. Big L's one of my favorite rappers. That's a good one.
And I'm saying like you get to actually hear the real story, like it's depicted properly.
And pun. Not even gonna lie.
Can I?
Yeah,
I-
Pun
can
would
I-
be sick.
Oh, Pun would be great. Can I be the actor?
I mean, if you're the right choice for the role.
I'm gonna be Warren G. I'm just playing.
You might
When I,
be able to pull that shit off though.
when I save my shit, I used to get Warren G all the time. Actually,
You might be able to pull that shit off. That's what I was about to say. Shave that
Carl's
head.
Jr. in Yuma, Arizona. These bitches really thought at a Carl's Jr. in Yuma, Arizona when I was 17. Really thought I was Warren G. No bullshit.
I
got
think
off a great
Bismarck didn't Biz Markie have one? Has Biz
a biopic. Does Bismarck have a biopic?
No,
Does
he
he have
doesn't.
one?
No, you're talking about an actual biopic, not like a doc.
Not a
Like,
doc. Not a
No,
documentary.
biopic.
Biopic.
No, I
Yeah.
actually need to think about that for a
that's a
second.
great question. That's a great
Man,
fucking
it is. It might be the greatest question I can't answer.
Well, I got mine. I want to
You know what
see
I mean?
those two. I want to see
Yo,
the Big L
Big Pun and Big L.
Pun is what I
Those are
want to see.
good, man. I mean, I might go with Big L.
I don't think the world's ready for a big pun. I don't think you can even put that on screen. I'm gonna keep that shit real. That dude was gangster as fuck, and you cannot put that shit on big screen unless you're ready for shit to be really fucking real, man.
And he was foul. Let's just be honest. He's a foul
motherfucker. That's just from a hip hop head knowing stories. I think there's sometimes some reasons. There might be some lives that are just very insane lives. And although there are biopics and documentaries made, don't get me wrong, left and right, for some reason, there are some that it's like Pun is Pun. And there's all kinds of people that we admire and look up to that might have lefts and rights and ups and downs in their lives. And sometimes letting a man rest in peace is letting a man rest in peace.
Yeah. Well, we ain't never gonna get it. We ain't never gonna get the pun.
Was there an Amy Winehouse one, or was there just a doc?
Yeah, I think there was. Wasn't there?
Not biopic.
Oh, there was.
Just docs.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good.
I think there wasn't a biopic. No, I got.
There was a documentary.
There was a.
That's what it was. It was Amy the documentary.
Multiple documentaries. I think.
I'd like to see if somebody could play her. I'm a fan, so I think that might be cool. I don't know if that's number one for me though, but that might be cool.
I mean, I know he recently passed.
Man.
You know what I would actually like to see, because the story would be kind of crazy, is DMX.
Nah, ain't nobody doing DMX right.
No, I'm saying I would like to see it.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
Yeah, ain't nobody out there that could do it. That's my thing.
I'd like to see MF
That'd be great though.
See what?
MF Doom would be good.
Oh, MF Doom.
The transition from
I mean Dilla for that matter too.
100%.
I think Doom.
You know what? I'm gonna. That's where I'm gonna stand. That's exactly where I'm gonna stand. I want a Doom. That's what I would want. Doom above anybody else.
I want Fife Dog. Actually, if we're gonna go there, people with pass. I want Fife Dog. That'd be ill to see to me.
You can't do. I feel like you can't. They did it. Or no, you're saying a biopic. I got you. A Fife
Dog, not Doc. The Doc was great, but no,
you're saying a Fife Dog specific biopic, not a Tribe Called Quest biopic.
It'd be interesting to see it from just a Fife Dog perspective.
That's an interesting statement. Yeah,
that would be very interesting to see.
I'm just throwing shit out there. This is a very hard question to answer.
Hey, so we.
I think MF Doom's biopic would be absolutely crazy. Insane.
That would be crazy.
Good. It would be good.
Wait, you said music artists only?
Yeah, music.
Yeah, any kind of artist. Right, but I mean, I was thinking music artists.
So you had mentioned Amy Winehouse, and all we talked about was docs. So check it out. There is a fucking biopic that's coming out this year in May.
What?
It's called Back to Black. It's literally.
Oh, I saw the. You know what? I probably said that because I saw the fucking trailer.
Coming out in May. The biopic.
Hot take.
Predictive programming. Exactly, man.
I'm not going to
Hey, I
be
don't care though.
interesting.
They can get me with that. I'm a fucking huge Amy Winehouse fan. I love her, so they got me.
Dude,
I'm good.
I can't believe you didn't get a flourish when you did this with your hand. I can't believe they didn't
I'm
give you
waiting
no
for more
flowers
fucking
or nothing.
movements.
I think
Where
it's
the
gonna do it right
movements? I want the motherfucking movements, man. I can't get no fucking
here.
movements.
Look, wow, I don't
Yo,
know,
man.
son. I don't know what the fuck's going on with my shit.
I want
man.
the movements. But
That's
yo,
weird.
we've had Grant here for about an hour and a half, but you know, I don't want to keep you super long, but I did want, since we have you here specifically, I talked to Illogic about it. I talked to
Yeah.
Blueprint
Hey,
about
shout out
it.
to Illogic, man. I've met him in person too.
Yes.
He's cool as fuck for
Super
being
cool, super cool
such an
dude.
ill ass MC. Just a cool dude. I just want to say that personally from me. That's it.
Illogic
I-
is one of my top MCs, like top 10 MCs of all time, regardless of record sales and anything of that
He's
bullshit.
super cool.
Record sales don't matter anyway. Yeah. Yeah.
All that shit. Eliminating that.
Celestial
Huh?
Clockwork is one of my favorite albums of all time. Not just underground, like ever. That's my shit.
That's the album. I mean, to me, he's got so many good albums because I fuck with them all because I'm such a big Illogic fan. But Celestial Clockwork's like the clock that finally went off. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And Ram, you probably haven't even heard that record.
What record?
Illogic's Celestial Clockwork album.
I have not. I'll be honest, I have not.
You need to check that.
I started listening to him after that, for sure, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Because we've had Illogic on both podcasts, I believe, Pick Apart and Live from the Den. I believe we had him on both.
You were doing Live from the Den by yourself, I believe, when I wasn't there. When you had Illogic, I believe.
Yes.
I was on to Pick Apart the Fashion one earlier than that. Before that.
So we've had Illogic on the podcast twice. But anyway, what I was gonna say is I've had this conversation with Illogic on the podcast. I've had the conversation with Blueprint on the podcast because I followed artists like Illogic and Blueprint, like Copyright, like K-Muteo, Megahertz. I followed all these people from Columbus early on, which made me feel like Columbus was a hip hop hub for hip hop at one point in time.
Too.
And I want to know your perspective on that, on why was it a hip hop hub? What made it a hip hop hub? Because I feel like it was. Like I have a tons of records from artists in Columbus, and I feel like aside from that, there's not many Midwest places that brewed that early on. Later on, we had Strange Music in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
But early on, Columbus, which I would never expect,
that's a great correlation, by the way.
I would never expect Columbus to be a hub, but it was. It was a hub.
It was a hub. It truly was. I mean, especially you can consider the connection with Stretch and Bobbito that some of the MCs from Columbus had with New York and the producers and MCs. It really truly was a regional hub. It just happened to be in one location in one
Stretch
city.
and Bobbito, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt real quick, but I'm curious, was Stretch and Bobbito instrumental in that happening?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
The connection timeline that I could literally write on a paper has Stretch and Bobbito connected to putting on the music of the imprint and the musicians, the MCs and producers, specific in groups and collectives from here that Danku was just mentioning. Absolutely.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so he kind of broke them out for the masses.
Oh, it's that. The rest, as you say, is history.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Okay, dope. Okay, I'm sorry. Get back to that actual question. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. It is. Yeah, no, it's one very vital part. But yeah, as far as it being a hub and and where it all came from. I think it that's kind of a question of like, with music at any time, no matter what the genre, that a band or a collective, talking hip hop, collective people, when do they kind of get that moment? Well, money can have a big thing to do with it. We all know the stories and how things happen, but you always see the Wikipedia pages. You know what I mean? And the Wikipedia pages don't really explain how something really formed or happened. And a lot of times it's not those things. It's not as glamorous, or it's not as easy as fans would like to think. But with underground groups or underground places that influence, and in my opinion, like Columbus and the Midwest, especially Ohio, it's affected, artists like Kanye West and Danny Brown and producers like the Neptunes and Eminem, and where all these connections come from, through the different producers and MCs in Columbus and in Cincinnati as well. Cincinnati's got a huge thing. Cincinnati's where Scribble Jam came from, with Mr. Motherfucking Dibs. Shout out to Brad and Laura. That's where graffiti and breakdancing, and then it turned, it was a skater event, and the magazine came in and turned into it. Next thing you know, Eminem's battling Juice, for the battle championship before he was signed to Dre and before he met Paul Rosenberg. You know what I mean? And that shit happened, and Eminem lost. Yeah. So that connection from there with Mood and DJ High Tech, and where Talib came in, and that connects into Columbus.
DJ High Tech, man. I think people forget he's from Columbus, to be honest, man.
No, he's from Cincinnati.
Oh, excuse me. I guess I say from Ohio.
But then all those guys have the connections to guys like Jay Rawls. Shout out to Jason from Columbus here, that produced Brown Skin Lady. For
Ohio got some monsters that people just don't talk about, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, Mixed Master Ice, the very first DJ record scratched on TV was UTFO.
Oh,
Master Ice. He lives here. That's my boy. Shout out to Mixed Master Ice. So and Jay Rawls producing, and the connection they have with Rashad and the third.
Real quick. I want to shout out also Jay Rawls, because I recently got to rock Jay Rawls' production on the Case Meta album. So shouts to Case Meta.
Yes, Case Meta. They got a new record. You mentioned it before I did. Damn it.
Yes. Shouts to him for letting me get on that. And go ahead, keep going though. Keep going.
No, you good. No. I was teasing because I was writing down things to shout out at the end of the show. Yeah. And Kaz and Rawls' record, Criminal Blinded, was fucking amazing. We had an in-store. They had an in-store show. I shot some video and stuff. Obviously, the quality of work is amazing. If you're on that, that's Jay Rawls, man.
Yeah. It was
definitely
blessed.
Hey, just so y'all know, I'm still listening, but I'll be right back.
Okay. So anyways, the hub, not enough people talk about it because of the actual connection. And those things that I'm mentioning about certain artists are connected right to the top tier, right to the people, right here in Columbus, all different ways. I'm giving you all the different levels. You even have, let's see here. You have, that's Cincy. And then in Columbus, you have Megahertz Crew and ODOT. And you had LP, okay? Owned Definitive Jux. As we know, LP ended up getting with Killer Mike and is Run the Jewels and became top tier. He made it. Well, Columbus feels that way, and we have the right to. We literally, as a family, can feel that way because LP came into Columbus back when Kamuteo was still here. And what I was getting to was those special people in music. Everybody has them, but sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work, depending. It's a small percentage, as we all know, making it to a certain top tier. Kamuteo from Columbus was that artist. Everything, singing, producing, performing, writing, everything, rapping, everything. And like I said, Danny Brown, Kanye West, many of the top tier artists still to this day talk and speak about it, or, make music and speak and are influenced by him. And so Kamuteo linked up with LP, And LP came to Columbus, and they started making beats and music because he heard about megahertz, which was RJD2. I'm going to miss a few of them, so I apologize. But it was a crew. You had Copyright, you had RJD2, you had Camuteo. There was the Weathermen. Shout out to Copyright too. The Weathermen consisted of LP and consisted of Tame One of the Artifacts. Rest in peace. Cage from New York. There was also the MC Tage, who lives in, I think, finally moved back here, but he was part of Megahertz. It was a big crew, and they were dope, and they were killing it, and they were doing. I
forgot how big they were. Yeah,
they were doing the Eastern Conference All-Star MC crew from New York, and that's where they got linked up with Stretch and Bobbito. And the story goes that RJD2 and Copy and most of them, including Camus, drove to New York and moved with nothing into an apartment. And they went to Stretch and Bobbito. It was the classic story. When Stretch and Bobbito tried to get into the radio station all the time, they finally were allowed. That's when Stretch and Bobbito were doing some of the most amazing hip hop on radio that's ever been allowed, and what they transpired to do, which really became what is, in the final era, the golden era, the next era of hip hop. And with sound bombing is all included, Mos Def and all these people, Wu-Tang Clan got hooked up through Stretch and Bobbito. So what they were doing was amazing. And then they did I'll put it like this. Here's the ending of the story. Fucking the last time that Run the Jewels came to Columbus, Ohio, they played at Newport, fucking stacked house, 4,000 people, 5,000 people, packed, right? Packed out, sold out fucking show, famous venue. Shout out to Newport. Mr. Dibbs was here. The sisters of the sisters, Kathy and Sam of Camus' sisters were here. Metro, Blueprint, Logic, most of Copyright was here. Laura, Mr. Dibbs was here. Everybody from Ohio was at the show in Columbus backstage. I didn't get to get back there, but I don't care about all that shit. So I saw my friends. They were there, and that's what was going on. They went out for the encore of the stage. They came out from all these thousands of people. Run the Jewels. Everywhere from 15 years old to 35 years old, 40 years old, whatever.
Fucking dope.
And they come out on stage on their final song, and they play the most famous song from the Midwest and the most famous hip hop song to this day from Columbus, Ohio. And it was Hold the Floor. And it was produced by DJ Prism. It was the most gangster ass beats in the history ever. Rakim, when he first heard it, from what I hear, thought it was a New York beat producer.
I'm embarrassed to say I don't even know that song.
That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. They came out to that song, and I watched 5,000 people, including 15 to 25-year-olds, sing every word to that song. That is how
whose song is it?
DJ Prism.
DJ Prism.
Yeah. And he
I'm saying, what's the song?
Hold the Floor by Camuteo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I honestly just because I don't front, man. If I ain't heard it, I ain't heard it. That's just how life goes. Music is weird like that.
You good.
But I only heard about Camuteo about 2014. Never even heard of him before that.
No shit.
And the producer I was working with, shout out to Ross. He told it was his favorite rapper. He told me about him, so I started delving into it. Don't get it twisted. I was fucking like, whoa, you know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
But I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act like I know the depths.
Jay Rawls is working with Mos Def and Talib Kweli.
Oh, I know Rawls. I know Rawls. Relax. I know most of the motherfuckers you mentioned. I just am not familiar like that. I'm just honest.
Yeah.
But I'm also a person. I'm a hip hop artist who doesn't listen to hip hop as much as a lot of hip hop artists, which is weird. I listen to a whole lot of music. So
there's everything else.
I know, but listen to me. There's whole sections of hip hop I have no fucking clue about, and I'm being totally fucking honest.
It's all good. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just what it is. I was never like the type to delve into not never, but I was never the type to delve into every little intricacy of hip hop. I just wasn't. You know what I mean?
What? Well, Grant, I told you the story when I was there. And I've never said it on a podcast before, but when I was at Scribble Jam in the beatbox battle, the one that DJ Prism judged, I knew he was a judge, and I beatboxed "Hold the Floor" in front of everybody, in front of DJ Prism.
Yeah. Wow, that's what I'm. Yeah,
because I knew I knew he was there, and I knew what he did, and he gave me daps, shook my hand afterwards. That was my only interaction with Prism before he passed.
Okay,
rest in power.
Yeah,
but
rest in peace. Yep. Ram, to answer, what was I just trying to say? As far as Hold the Floor, Stretch and Bobbito premiered that. They put that.
That's the song they. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, they put that song. He put that song on. That was played on Hot 97.
Oh,
that song was in rotation.
Yeah. As soon as we hang up this Zoom call, I'm going to look up that song. I promise, 100%. I'm definitely going to go.
And it carries on, man. Prism let that shit. He let that beat ride. So there's like 30, 40 seconds at the end of the beat that's just.
And that's what it is. Can you hear? Can you hear?
I'll go hear it, and I've heard it.
Because it was like, it was like.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I can like barely hear you, but I know what you're doing.
It's like the real rugged. It's like the real rugged. I knew it wouldn't come through on the podcast, Mike, but it's like real rugged fucking bass. I will play it, but I ain't trying to have them mute our shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
I like I said, I might recognize the beat. That's another thing. It's like
really want it.
Sometimes I gotta hear something, and I might not know the title. That's possible too.
Yeah.
Hold the floor.
But like I said, Columbus to me was a hip hop hub, and
I'm sorry, I just wanted the whole fucking.
And it was huge. It was huge to me early on. I followed a lot of those artists and all that shit. But what happened to hip hop?
Okay,
I'm saying what happened to hip hop.
I'm sorry, y'all, for laughing. I almost spit out my beer.
I'm saying, wait. Here's what I'm going to say. And I'll finish.
Real quick, because they're all those artists are still here.
So look, obviously, besides the general, people grow, things change is constant. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We can all sit here, artists at this point, at some stage in our careers and our lives, and understand how the things work. Rather it's music, rather it's art, rather it's firefighters, rather it's running your own ice cream shop, whatever. I'm just saying, in general, there are all kinds of things that could go into it. But in the Midwest in general, and without getting too deep at all, because I don't want to dive into it, which will be very understandable, but specifically, and I got to say it, and I'm going to say it the right way, because I know that some people are going to watch and listen. I'm going to be as respectful as I can. And facts are facts. Science is science. And history is history. And in Columbus, with what was about to be there and the positions that RJD2 and a lot of these guys and Camus, rest in peace, were in, they were in these positions that were so close, but it wasn't some bullshit. It wasn't some stupid in-house things, or some this guy's mad at this guy, or bad record labels, or anything of that nature. In the city of Columbus and in Ohio, what ended up happening is several of the leaders, they ended up being in positions where life did not continue. And they were so strong, and the people like Prism and Camus were so strong and in their leadership positions in Columbus, and what they were connecting with New York City, and what they were molding and building in hip hop, literally to this day, went away, and it was taken away, and there was out of control of anybody's hands, and it wasn't something that could have been helped or not could have been helped. And unfortunately, when you have not just one, but two, you have the running back and the quarterback bringing you Super Bowls that both, unfortunately, is their time. And when you have that, it's devastating. It's devastating. And some continue and some don't.
So it was like nobody was there to pick up the torch in a sense, or?
No, there's definitely people and artists and individuals like myself that continued the torch. But a lot of what happened was those were groups, man. Those
Oh,
were
I see. Okay,
they had
yeah,
groups
yeah.
and
I didn't mean
families.
that disrespectfully, by the way.
No, you're fine. No,
I
you're not
just,
at all. You're not
yeah,
at all.
I was. I'm
It
just
just
asking.
it hits heavy to me. It really hits
I
heavy.
totally
And
understand. Totally
you
understand.
had them just like Wu-Tang started to make other groups and other crews and other people and other affiliates to this day that we're all connected through DJs and producers and recorders and breakdancers and everything. But when those leaders of the pack are gone, sometimes it's tough for the rest of everybody to keep that together. And solo wise and artistry wise, I would say it was like half fell aside and continued to deal with parts of their lives and didn't continue music, and others took it as more challenge and continued to do their solo work. And what's come from that is there was a big pause, and there was a big pile of rubble kind of left of, okay, the leaders are all doing their thing now. Rawls is a leader, Ice is a leader. What Blueprint's done with his label for years with a Weightless. But it comes in time for the next generation, and there hasn't been an influence at all since then. There's definitely artists, definitely people moving and grooving. But as far as that community, like those Tribe Called Quests and those producer circles and circles of these artists that just continue from one or two people, it's not there anymore. Absolutely not. No, unfortunately, but it's definitely coming back. I've been working for 20 years to continue best as I can with everybody, and there are definitely individuals in the city and in the state that are continuing the tradition and continuing to uplift the community as well. But as far as those groups and those almost like those collectives, man, that was the time of hip hop, was collectives.
And see,
Yeah, man.
and when I was out there recently,
Shout out to our CyphaDen crew,
I
motherfuckers.
felt
Sorry.
I felt that vibe, man. I felt the vibe that I was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though it wasn't crazy popping where during the show, like when I was out there, but I was happy to be out there because I felt the boom bap shit, the real hip hop.
There was a love. There was a love for it.
I felt it.
You could feel that, yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, and it's
just
that's what I'm saying.
Just because of the people that were there, like Illogic was there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah,
I mean,
oh yeah. Blueprint used to live in Cincinnati and knew High Tech and them. I mean, it's literally, it was like crews and families of intertwined groups and collectives and rapper crews and everything, man. It was insane. It truly was. Everybody was connected to Scribble Jam. Everybody from Columbus and Cincinnati were all connected by 3 to 4 members. And it was all really, Mood did real well, High Tech, Cincinnati was kind of able to, Cincinnati kind of ended up striving more. They ended up kind of going through that era and ended up really collectively as a city having multiple artists and some crews, make some records and do something even more than where Columbus was. It was right around those times, and it was just what it was, unfortunately. So, but yeah. But I think
I want to say, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Influential wise, we were the most influential. I mean, Kamute, I'm telling you, man.
That makes sense.
Kamuteo, I mean, Danny Brown and people like Kanye West and even Dilla. Dilla was aware of Kamuteo, from what I understand. So it's the connection's crazy.
Hey, I'm not sure how far Columbus is from Louisville. I'm originally from Louisville, Kentucky. I grew up in Phoenix, Arizona, lived in Wisconsin for a while. I'm living in Jeffersonville, across the bridge from Louisville now, right? I don't know how much you get there, but you being in Columbus, I would love to meet you at some point. And I love Columbus. You just seem cool, man. And if I can get that way, I'll holler at you, man. If I come through that way, I'll holler at you.
Cut you. That's what I'm saying. Come on over.
Some people that way anyway, like Cincinnati and some other places anyway, and Tennessee and a bunch of other places that I need to get around here. But I'm gonna holler at you if I come that way.
If you got some
shows coming up, I would love to go out there. If you got some shows coming up,
And
I ain't asking to
Grant,
perform, but I would love to go out there in general.
I do got shows coming up.
Well, if you want to put me on one.
he's always got it popping. He's always got it popping. I definitely got to get back out there at some point.
Yeah,
and
man.
Grant's the homie, man. I actually slept on that couch, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. Yep.
Yeah, pretty sure. Pretty sure that was.
Yeah,
what's
hell
up,
yeah.
man.
Hell
it's
yeah,
been
yeah.
great,
It's
man.
dope out here, man. It's good to meet. It's good to meet. Good to meet you, Ram. Good to meet you,
Yeah,
Pest.
man. So,
Yeah, man. Fucking.
hey,
Yeah.
salute to your girl / assistant again, by the way, because she killed that. I just want to say.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to Annie.
Yeah,
It's
man.
go to Instagram. Follow Annie_Osborne. Ozzy. Annie_Ozzy. Yeah.
She over correcting you. Get my name right.
He's on it. I just got Instagram. Shout out to Copyright.
What do you mean you just got Instagram?
So I was off of Instagram for like 5 years.
Oh,
And-
okay. So you
I
were
barely
you were
even
saying
did
fuck
what
Instagram.
Yeah. So I finally got it, but I was going to get it and we were going to put it together because, like I said, she helps me with management and stuff.
Okay.
And
yeah.
because I do all kinds of shit, man. And Copyright, it was like 3 in the. He was up on some Matrix trip recording rap ride and was recording music or something. And he was up and he decided to create me a fucking Instagram.
Oh, that's
Middle of the morning. So I woke up with an Instagram. Like I literally woke up with an Instagram. Like, what the hell's going on? And she's all pissed off because she's like, wait a minute. She's like, wait a minute, I wanted to do that for you. You know, and I'm like, well, it's all good though, because it's cool because Copy made it. You know what I mean? Like
that's funny.
He knows of me and knows me personally. So
that's funny.
I thought, dude, I didn't freak out at all. I thought this shit was fucking hilarious.
Did you graduate to Threads?
No, I'm not doing that shit, man. No Threads.
You don't need Threads, man. I have it.
Fuck that Threads shit.
I don't use that shit.
I ain't even fucking with it. I'm on it, but I look at it.
Fuck Twitter.
I don't ever use it.
Yeah.
Twitter's whack and shit. I was on Twitter for like 6 months.
They tried. I've never tweeted. I've never fucked with Twitter.
I don't really use Twitter.
I've literally
I have
tweeted
one
in my life.
and don't use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still got one, but I never use it.
I think I reshare when people share songs of mine. That's all I do.
I might have retweeted a couple times, but I've never tweeted. I've never said anything. First of all, I didn't understand it at first. I was like, I don't even understand how this works. Yeah, I have his Facebook and Instagram, MySpace and shit, but I was like, I don't even understand how this works. So I just never, and then it got corny. So I was like, fuck Twitter.
Back when Twitter started, I was told I need to get with the times because I didn't ever use it.
Yeah, well, now it's Elon Musk shit, and it's kind of whack again. So,
dude, it's been whack. I thought it was whack.
I mean, yeah. Oh, obviously, I don't expect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This would be good. My IG is the Great Gatsby.
Yeah. What?
That's my IG.
Grant is Grant your real name?
Yes.
Okay, so Grant Gatsby is just you play on words. You started fun like.
No, that's my name.
Your real
Grant
name
Gatsby's my name.
Fuck out it. Wait a minute.
Realize.
Wait a minute.
You thought it was an artist name or
I
something.
thought you were the Great Gatsby. Are we not understanding the play on words? That's your real name?
Well, no, I know it's because of the book. It's because my favorite book is the Great Gatsby. So
okay, so that's not your real name.
That is my real name. And Grant actually stands for great. My mom named me that because the actual name itself, Grant, stands for great. And that's why she named it. And then
can you explain how Grant stands for great in what culture or language? Or
it was like a name book. It was one of those name books. I just remember the name book, man. Yeah.
That's wild.
I don't know. Let me look it up. Maybe it's wrong. That's what I remember.
Oh, see, what the fuck? Are you and your girl Google? What the fuck is going on, man?
Midwest suburban housewife culture, bro.
I'm just
they all got a book of names and the meanings.
Hey, relax. Relax. I got my daughter's book from a Hawaiian.
No, but I'm saying What I'm saying is I have a memory.
Hawaiian book of names.
No, listen. I got you, Pesto. I got you. When I was a kid, I remember looking at this book. It might have just been a fucking Hallmark book. I don't fucking know. But I was a kid.
It says it.
And
It
I
says-
remember this little book
Grant
she
is
had.
great.
And
It literally says the name Grant is a strong, solid name with a straightforward meaning, great or big.
Was it like Slavic or some crazy shit? What
Yo!
language?
I'm just telling you what it says.
What language?
all y'all, my testicles. I told you.
No.
See, come on, man. You ain't fucking with the great Grant Gatsby, son. Son.
Wait a minute. My name is Amram, and in Hebrew it means mighty nation, mighty one, and mighty under God, and Moses'
amazing.
father. So relax. I'm great too, bitches.
Hold on, he just said all of you are testicles, son.
We need to call us balls. I fucking love it. Hey, I'm ball number 1 and 2. Fuck all y'all. If I'm gonna be balls, I'm gonna be the mother.
Oh shit! Oh shit! No, but I like I said, I thought that was always true. I thought it was, but
And hey, at least without dicks. I mean, at least without dicks.
exactly.
Yeah, my child is grown. I'm okay.
I mean,
I don't care about
how
you.
could
I
you
don't care
name
about
your
you
son?
cancels.
I mean, well, okay, so anybody listening or anywhere, I'm sorry, excuse me, but I don't know how you can name somebody Richard.
Oh, I wish, man. I wish that was my name.
You wish your name was Richard so people could call you
Dude,
Dick?
I would go by Dick, dude. I work in a bar, bro. There's some old dudes that come in there they just go by Dick. It is the most fucking
Where did this go? Where?
There's
How?
a
strong
bar-
energy of all
There's
time.
Yeah, for sure.
owner. There's a bar owner in Middleton, Wisconsin, the Bristol Port, and his name is Dick. And I would love being like, "Hey, Dick." He didn't like me.
Right.
He kicked me out of his bar a couple times, and I would always love just saying Dick, just to call him a dick.
Dude,
he
I would
wasn't.
love that just being my name. That'd be great.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I was
It's
trying to
a-
get it off
it
that. You just brought it right
diffuses
back.
the
I was trying to
entire-
get it off that, but you
It
got it right
diffuses
back.
the whole punchline, man. If that's your name,
Here's the funniest thing, y'all. My name is Amram, and my last name is Long. My nickname is Ram. So Ram,
Wow,
Ram,
that actually
Ram
is pretty
Long.
funny.
People are like, "Yo, you have an unintentional porn name," and I'm like, "Aha, yeah, you got it."
Amram Long, yeah.
Yeah, that's my real name. I have no middle name.
Well,
Amram is Hebrew. It's actually
Okay.
literally pronounced Amram, but when you grow up in Louisville, Kentucky, it's there Amram. I mean,
I get it.
yeah, it's
I get it,
Amram.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure
But-
it's
So I have
I mean,
an unintentional porn name, is what
no,
people told me.
not to make full circle. You all the way full circle back to the Civil War. Technically, Tennessee was the South.
Yeah,
It shouldn't have been.
The
It
South
showed,
cuts off
to me,
actually
it shows
above
you how
Kentucky,
stupid
actually.
people were. Like,
Actually,
look
when
at
they-
the fucking
No,
South.
wait. No, wait. When they draw geographical lines, like when we were back in like high school, grade school, and stuff like that, when they drew the geographical lines, the South actually stopped at Kentucky, above Kentucky. Technically,
I don't
And
know
then
if
then
official-
it changed. It changed at some point.
Well, what I'm saying is for the Civil War, I'm saying during the Civil War, Kentucky was a part of the North.
so Kentucky was like, "We want to
yeah,
win,
it was. It was. But when
Like, we're gonna
It
go
was,
up.
but the way they actually drew map lines back then, like after that in like the 70s, 80s, it was actually the South, which is weird because people, when I say, "Oh, well, I'm
That's more because that's more of an atmosphere. Unfortunately, that's more of a racial atmosphere. That even though Kentucky was part, I mean, I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like,
because
even
once you get
though-
below Louisville, it's fucking curtains, baby."
dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. I'm saying, like, yeah, it's crazy. And I always thought that was,
Wow.
I always thought that was interesting.
It's
How
wild, right?
that, like, and then they called us the Midwest, and it's like we're not the Midwest, we're the
No, it's not.
Northeast.
It's not.
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Wisconsin, Michigan, stuff like that isn't the Midwest either, actually, though.
No,
They're
it's-
north more so.
It's all based on how we essentially colonized all the states of the United States.
Yeah. we're about to have like 1,000 people in Wisconsin, like, Kim,
Nah, it's weird, man. I got a homie from Colorado who says that he's from the Midwest. Like, 'cause
Yo,
that's what
Colorado's
they consider.
absolutely
You
Midwest.
see what I'm saying? Because
Yes,
they're
they're geographically located in the Midwest.
Thank you.
So he's right.
They
Kansas
are
City,
intelligent.
Kansas.
That's intelligent. That's intelligent.
Yep.
We're the Northeast.
That's the thing.
Period.
That's the thing. That's the thing is that it needs to be done. It needs to be redone.
You know, that's actually funny. That makes me randomly. I drew this logo one year. The first year I got into hip hop, before I was even doing nothing, I've always drawn and done flyers and murals and stuff and logos. And I was doing this logo because I was getting into going to shows. And I remember meeting this dude, and he owned a label from Columbus. This is years ago. And shout out to Rod. Yeah, shout out to Rod. And it was Mid East Productions.
Okay.
And it was
that's actually more accurate though.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys both gonna act like Rod is any better than the name Dick?
Yo, relax. Yo, relax. Lightning rods. This sounds like the pause game. Like I don't even play that. Come on, man. Relax. There's lightning rods. There's all kinds of steel rods.
I mean, and Dick can at least
you
be
call your dick a rod.
a Richard.
What are you doing?
You can be a Richard. You know what I mean? Rod is just Rod. Like you're a Rod.
Yeah, Roderick. I mean, what are you talking about?
Ramrod. Car Ramrod. Say Ramrod.
Okay, see, whoa.
Say Ramrod.
Oh no, that's the worst fucking joke. If you know how many people say that to me, it's the worst.
Say Ramrod. You didn't say Ramrod. You didn't say it. Oh.
I'm like, Jesus Christ. I actually have a joke though about when I introduce myself as Ram, and there's the dude. I have a bit. I do stand up. I have this bit where I'm like, yeah, I hate when I introduce myself as Ram, and there's always the white dude who's like, yeah, bro, it's Ram, bro, Ram, and he does this, and then this girl's like, ooh, Ram, yeah, and I'm like, bro, don't pump your pelvis in my face while saying my name. That ain't. Hey, we ain't doing that, right? it usually works.
That's a good comeback.
Usually a warm-up joke. You know what I mean? But
so how long do we usually do the podcast?
We don't have schedules. We don't.
But we're not. We're not.
How long you want to go, bro?
We've been literally chatting it up for 2 hours. We've had a lot of history. We've had a lot of funny shit. We've talked.
A half hour ago. That was a half hour ago. That was Danku's way to say, "I want to get the fuck off here."
And I did.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm trying to do.
No. But he was But I acknowledged and respected how he was kind of ending with some good particular questions to try to end the show.
Fuck all that. So we just.
I like how both of you were like, if we don't let him get a word in edgewise, he can't end the show.
Ram, do you remember the longest episode we ever did? Do you remember?
Was it Cheech?
No, not
even
close. Do you remember?
That was 3.5 hours. Chong was 3.5 hours.
No, it was not.
It wasn't.
Close. No, it was.
Y'all were smoking something.
It was literally
over.
Chong? Only like an hour long because he gave us a time.
No.
It was an hour.
I watched it again. It was like 2 hours, 2.5.
No, it was not 2 hours. No, it wasn't.
Bro,
it was not.
You sure?
All. Yeah.
What's the longest episode? What's the longest episode?
It is. Do you know who it is?
No.
Bad Seed. 4 fucking hours.
I believe that.
We literally talked for 4 hours with Bad Seed.
I believe that. We had fun. We did. That was great.
Shout
out to my man C. We still cool. Yo, that was fun.
And you know,
I think I know the shortest.
And the second longest was with your brother. And when we had all those people in the room
with TMC and Daryl,
that was like 3.5 hours.
Shout to Ty, Poke, Daryl.
Is the shortest one the guy that was?
Oh shit! Yes, that is the shortest. We never posted that on YouTube, by the way.
No, I was looking for it because I remember it. I remember watching that live. I was all excited. I sat
Andrew Benarski.
Oh, that motherfucker, yo, do you know who that is?
I watched that interview,
Gatsby,
bro.
You know who that is?
Andrew Benarski. I'm pretty sure that's his name.
Brand, do you know who that is?
Huh?
Okay. Have you ever seen Higher Learning?
Yes. Oh! You're talking about Danku told me about this. The fucking linebacker, bro.
First team defense. Head of the table.
We got into it, and he was fucking coked out and everything else. Probably
was he? You think he was?
Oh fuck yeah, bro! Fuck yeah, he was coked the fuck up for sure. I can tell a cokehead when I see one.
And drop the The
Dropping
hard
N-bombs and all
R
kind of shit.
multiple times.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, bro, I went in. We were going
It's
back
there.
and forth. First, I was trying
It's
to be
still
cool.
there. Live
still
from the
there.
den. It's there. We
Yeah,
never took it
fuck
down.
you, dude, if you see this. Yeah. Yeah.
Andrew
And you know what's
Bernard.
crazy is I had a homeboy who met him in Vegas, like, and partied with some dudes he knew like 5 times. And he was like, yeah, I could have told you that. I had an experience like that like 4 or 5 times with him in Vegas. And I'm like, well, fuck.
That is absolutely that shit.
Go watch it. It's still there.
Oh,
it's crazy. Go
wild.
watch it.
I don't know how. I don't know.
That'd be cool, man.
The only here's what it is. The only way in my brain that he didn't become some canceled, talked about, positioned actor is simply because, literally, no offense at all, but just literally because he isn't necessarily in a top tier. So because of that, he's like in this anomaly almost where, because he still gets booked, he's still in movies.
Do you know his biggest? Do you know his biggest role?
What?
Just say it.
It's when he doesn't show his face. Do you know his biggest role? He don't show his face.
What?
Is
Is he a voice?
No, he's Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That's right.
No shit. You mean the newest one?
No, the one with what's her
It was
name?
the second to last one.
What's her name? No, not the Rob. No, with Jessica Biel. Those two.
It's like 2 of them ago or something like that, or one ago or something.
The one with Jessica Biel and the one with the drill sergeant guy from Full Metal Jacket.
Hey, just throwing this out there, Jessica Biel. Anyway,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was Texas Chainsaw Massacre in two back to back. That's
too bad the fucking
that's his
chainsaw
biggest.
didn't chop his own head off. Fucking
That's his
bitch ass
biggest.
motherfucker.
But yeah, if you watch it, Illogic watched it, and his response to it was literally, "That's exactly what I would have did."
What I did?
What Ram did? He said that's exactly what I would have did.
Yeah. I was trying to be cool, and then it was just like, yo, man, what the fuck, man? And here's the crazy thing: if I saw him in person, he just gonna have to whoop my ass, bro.
Well,
I'm a little
hopefully,
skinny nigga.
hopefully that never has to happen.
He just gonna have to whoop my ass.
Hopefully that never has to happen.
And hopefully I got a strap. I'm shooting his ass. I don't give a fuck. Actually, I probably would have a knife in my pocket knowing me, and I'd probably stab him. But that's just me. You know what I mean?
Hey, I can feel it, man.
Allegedly.
I mean, I can't.
Fuck that. If I see him, fuck him. I don't give a fuck about all the alleged shit. Fuck him.
Well, like I said, I can't fully be in your shoes, my friend, but I definitely support and agree, and as best as I can understand everything that you're talking about. I get that shit. That's crazy.
We're not going to end it on that.
No,
fucking great podcast.
Well, anyways, yeah.
Great.
So,
this has been fun as fuck, man.
Grant, you're the guest. Give your shout outs, man. Talk
and come back on that sometime, anytime you want, really. But yeah.
Well, man, I would love to come back on, man. Fucking, we got to get you guys back up here. Shout out, man. There's so many people I could shout out. Shout out to Columbus and everybody who's put me on. Shout out to hip hop itself. Without hip hop, I wouldn't be where I am. Without the artists and the fans, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. Everything is, everybody else's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason for that. So love to everybody. Got a show coming up, Fresh Kills from Canada.
Ooh, shouts to Fresh Kills.
MC. That's right. Super fucking crazy on the fucking beat machine. He's coming up on his tour with a couple guys to Columbus, February the 21st. And
okay. I might try to ride out there for that. I fuck with Fresh Kills. He's dope.
No, it's February 22nd. February 22nd on a Thursday. February 22nd in Columbus, free at Rehab Tavern with Illogic, and he does the Vibe Society. So there's a Vibe Tavern. All these producers, we've got like 4 or 5 producers that are all going to be on the bill, all playing beats and and new music and freestyle. It's kind of a plethora of production is what it is. So that's on the 22nd in Columbus at Rehab for free.
Very dope.
at
Oh.
nighttime. You know, fucking
Yo,
nighttime.
Rehab Tavern is one of the dopest fucking bar names I've ever heard in my life.
Rehab Tavern. And then on the
That's great.
21st, I'm working.
What about Dirty Beaver? I've heard Dirty Beaver. That's a bar name.
Well, there's Thirsty Beaver. There's Thirsty Beaver in
All right.
that used to
Anyway,
be in
I'm
Wisconsin.
sorry.
No, you good.
Go ahead.
No, and then Wednesday, that same Wednesday on the 21st, I've got a show with my mentor. Shout out to Philly Phil Entertainment from Dayton, Ohio. Home of Funk, home of Bootsy Collins. All right. And I've got a show in Dayton at Blind Bob's. It's his show. I'm just helping out. I booked what my art neighbors are. Blind Bob's, man. I'm telling you, for real.
Yo, this venue name's on fire.
Swear to God, bro. Blind Bob's. But Killer
That's a real
Priest is
dude.
in
Is that a
town.
real dude who used to own? Oh, word. Okay, I'm sorry. Say that
Killer
again because I
Priest.
just talked over you. I'm sorry.
No, you
Killer
good.
Priest. Blind
got
Bob's, Killer Priest, Columbus, Ohio.
Killer Priest in Dayton, February 21st, Wednesday.
I'm sorry.
Blind Bob's.
I'm just fucking up.
Yeah. You good.
Hey, can I say something real quick before we leave? Hey, earlier you were saying something that was kind of serious, and I didn't mean to like say I was about to spit out my drink, but I almost literally did. And
Oh, you
here's
good?
why. Because as you guys were talking, you and Deku, I gotta say this. Pesto, you lifted up your mask to hit the joint, and that was the funniest looking shit ever, dog.
I saw that shit. I did see that shit.
What the fuck is going on? Yeah, that shit looked mad funny. It was like, Fool said, "Oop," and I was like, what the fuck?
I did see
literally
that
almost
shit.
spit my beer out, dog. I almost spit yo, I just wanted to bring that up because I did not want to forget that. If you
The
could
shit
please
was
do that on
small,
camera every time I
and
see you.
that shit was
Jesus
small
Christ.
and it was burning the fuck out of my lips, so I had to make sure it wasn't gonna fucking
Mask
disappear
lips
on
or
the
your actual lips?
inside, bro.
The roach life, son. The
My
roach
real
life.
lips. Yes, it was very small. I didn't want it to get in here.
All right, well,
fucked one up
I
into here
appreciate
before.
y'all
and
letting
it's
me
a
come out of the
nightmare.
fucking show,
Appreciate you,
man.
bro.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
you.
Appreciate you, man.
All
This has
We
been
done.
CyphaDen Chat.
We done.
I'm Tayamu Deku. That's Rambuxus. That's Pestilence. Our
Hey,
special
just leave the
guest.
Zoom going. I'm just gonna talk to the fans.
Our special guest, Greg Gatsby, man. Tune in with us. This has been dope. Peace, y'all.
Peace, y'all.
Peace. Thanks, bro.
Peace.